Y'all hear this song coming on right now? Guess what day it is? It's fucking Saturday, baby. What a day. What a day. You need to listen to the Undermine songs. They go hard as fuck. I've heard a few clips, but I'll listen to all of them if you guys want to. That sounds fun. Oh, I got a bounty. What's my bounty? Stream Bump Super Brawl for 1 hour. What the fuck is that? What is Bump Super Brawl? It's not even that much money. Fuck it. Alright, let's pin my YouTube chat. Dude, they need to announce the patch, bro. I feel like that shit might be coming soon. You know what I mean? They gotta fucking announce this shit. Or maybe it's not coming soon. Dude. The most stressful release ever, and it's not even close, man, was whatever raid was right after. Was it a Mirdrasil? Which was right after BlizzCon? We're at BlizzCon like the week before the patch comes out. Like, I believe this is what happened. I believe the BlizzCon weekend happened and the patch came out the Tuesday after the BlizzCon. So literally days after. And the race was 1 week later. So we had our entire guild at BlizzCon. And then we had to keep them here all the way through the race. Especially the international people. And everyone was just sick from the convention. Just was sick the whole raid. Everyone's coughing, bro. Max, help me find a new main. I'm changing from Shadow Priest. Isn't Shadow Priest like pretty good right now? Actually, wait. I should give you more respect than that. You probably don't care if a class is good. You're probably an enjoyer of like, I don't care if a class is good. I want to play the class that makes more sense for me. You know? You're like a purist. I respect that. Fucking respect that. What is the class that makes more sense is always the one that makes more damage. Yeah, I mean, dude, I can talk all I want about like cool design and stuff like that, but I mean, I'm the same way, bro. Like if I'm just, let's just say I'm loving a class. Like an example is Windwalker, bro. Windwalker in season 1 was great. I loved playing Windwalker. It was so fun. It just did less damage than Frosty K, man. Frosty K was also fun, but like how much of the pie of fun that doing big damage comes from is too big. It's just a thing. It's a real thing. Or they are a Mythic Plus player, and if their class is out of the top 3 is dog shit and Blizzard balance sucks. Look, bro, if you guys are a Mythic Plus only player, but you're also a one trick, you're asking to be mad every single season. It's just how it is. Like, you can't be a one trick unless you're an AUG player, probably, and realistically expect to here, let me go. Let me like actually go live. Sorry. I'm just fucking doing nothing right now. Actually, I'm gonna a new social contract. Let's go. Here's what I'm saying about Mythic Plus, bro. If you are a Mythic Plus only player, like maybe you raid for gear, but like Mythic Plus is why you play the game, and it determines the decisions you make on like what class you play and how you spend your time, all that kind of shit, right? If that's you, I feel like if you're a one trick or like a two trick, you are just asking yourself to be mad. Like, to be a Mythic Plus main, a Mythic Plus Andy, like you go above a 12 to do high keys just for the love of the game. Like, you have to just be willing to level anything that's good. That's the only way to not be mad. Because there's just... Mythic Plus's damage profile is too specific. They clearly tune classes for raids and not Mythic Plus. Like, they do a little bit, but it's just clearly not their main priority. Like, AoE is just not balanced enough in the game, the way that Mythic Plus is done. So, like, every class, every season, you can't reliably just play one class and be happy with it if you're, like, a Fodum guy. So you just have to be a reroller guy. That's the only way to not be upset. Because if you're just trying to, like, play one class every season, you're just not... And it's not good. You're just not going to get invited, and you're going to hate your life. So whenever I see you go live, I have to check Wowhead to see if you went live because I missed some big news. So I'm glad you're live to discuss the story of the Karazhan Crypts. That is why I'm live today. Is that the top story on Wowhead or something? Or the first thing? Yeah. The problem with that is that you can't just reroll every 2 weeks in a guild that raids. True. I mean, players in our guild do that. Like, the few players in our guild who Mythic Plus, like, they'll be raiding World First Progression, and then, like, after it's over... They'll be playing a Mythic Plus character, and they can't bring it to farm right away. They basically just do, like, Mythic Plus on it. But it's, like, usually the class is so good in Mythic Plus that you can basically just get Mythic Plus and Heroic gear and be good. Especially early in a season. But later in a season, from our guild's perspective, like, you could just bring it to a split and get gear on it really fast. Like, I remember Boomy, like, Boomy's Enhance got created and got gear just in record speed. Which I'm not naive enough to think that, like, you know, everyone has the opportunity to do that like someone in this guild would. Not to mention that, like, I think there's something to be said that if you're in this guild, you probably just, like, get invites you wouldn't get normally. Although you can't really see that in the group finder, but, like, I don't know. Sometimes people just, like, know your name. But that helps. I thought Max went live to discuss Tyler 1 and Peekaboo arguing League versus Arena for harder to play. I mean, hopefully you guys know me well enough to know that I would never go live to talk about anything related to Classic because I only find out what happens in Classic when I go live and you guys tell me. I'm completely disconnected from it. I don't find it interesting at all. I don't know why, though, because, like, I don't know, I can, like, throw on Netflix sometime and watch some, like, shitty reality TV. You know, so I fuck with that kind of content. Because I feel like that's kind of like OnlyFans' biggest draw. It's just like drama between people that fans know of. But for whatever reason, when it comes to WoW, I think it's just WoW Classic. Like, that's just the main thing. I think for so many people, WoW Classic is this, like, super important to them, nostalgic thing. And, like, for me, it just doesn't matter to me. I think that's just the only disconnect. What you think Blizzard quit the coin for change the item? I have no idea what you're saying to me right now, but I saw a thing about Dinar earlier, so I'm assuming that you're referring to that. You know what I mean? They have Dinar. So, like, they had Dinar on the rewards track, and they took it away. I kind of understand. So, first of all, there's two things. Let's actually pull this up. Sorry about the borking. My girlfriend's dog is here right now, and she is a borker. I could bring her in here, and she'd probably relax, but I could try to get her in here. The thing is they, Dinar's not gone from 11.1 entirely. More details soon. Blizzard on updates to Raid Renown track. Okay, so they're not saying Dinars are gone. They just want to implement them differently. That's interesting. What's the doggy's name? Her name's Edna. I've shown her you all before. I can bring her in here. Just, like, sometimes she's, like, evasive. So, like, my dogs, when I tell them to come into the room, they just listen to me. But because Edna isn't my dog, when I tell her to come in here, and then I, like, start motioning towards her like I'm going to, like, help her in here, she, like, is like, oh, this is a game. And you're trying to catch me, and I'm not going to let you catch me. And then she just fucking runs away. That's the bit. It's a little game we play where I try to get her to go places, and then she thinks it's a game. But I can go try to get her. Let's see how this works. I'll let you guys see Edna. Edna's a little sweetie. She's like a little. She's got like some bulldogs, some pit in her. She's a mutt. Edna doggy. Little sweet Edna. Little baby Edna. Come on, girlie. Come on. Let's go again. Alright, we have Edna. Alright. I'll let you say hi to Edna. Maybe she'll come over here. Yo, Edna dog. There she is. Hi, little Edna. Edna, come here. Hi. Come on. Come on. Say hi to the people. No? Okay. Well, that's her. She's a dog. She's like 100% a dog. Alright, so I saw a tweet today and it was like, Dinars have been removed, and I saw a bunch of people complaining. Alright, let's check this out. So this is Scarzard. Yo, big Scarzard. Big fan. Hey folks, I wanted to make a quick update concerning how the raid renown has changed per your feedback and some internal conversations. In hopes of not burying the lead. Okay, first off, let's stop right there. I'm stupid as fuck. Every single time I said burying the lead in my entire life, I assumed it was spelled L-E-A-D. If we're all being honest right now, were any of us also thinking that it was that? I've just never read it before. I've only ever heard it and said it. So I guess it has never mattered until this very moment. But that is how I thought that was spelled. Anyways, the puzzling cartel chip previously presented at rank 17 and 19 in the track were allowed for purchase has been removed. And now I'm mad. And it's in bold, so I'm super mad. However, it's noteworthy that this feature isn't intended to be gone from the Undermine update entirely, just that we're moving it away from the Renown track. And I'm not mad again. Okay, so current update, not mad. More details to come, so hang tight, and we'll have more to say on what's becoming of them soon. Okay, that's probably the main thing to take from this. Let's see if any of the fixer-upper repair stations previously present at rank 5 has been removed. While this sort of thing could end up being perfectly reasonable for certain raid layouts, much of Liberation of Undermine is already outdoors and mountable. Not to mention the rewards card allowing you quick access to Incontinental even when no engineers or repairmans are available. Overall, just didn't feel satisfying, so they're removed for now. Yeah, that's fine. I think this was just having repair stations be available when you hit a high enough rank, but like if you can just mount the whole raid, it just doesn't matter. Bold of you to assume Skarzard spelt it correctly. Okay. I know Skarzard decently well. We've hung out IRL a few times. I've talked to him BlizzCon a few times. He's a fucking G. He's cool as fuck. And I don't know what this means, but I would bet literally any amount of money that he is not spelling this wrong. He is like super, he fucking loves knowing weird words and probably how they're spelled. And there's just no way that he would do this wrong. Like I'm just positive that this is right. I can't believe that this is how it would be spelled wrong, because he's just... Like, I think he's the one who actually came up with dinars, like, in the first place. And everyone's like, what the fuck is a dinar? But, like, of course, he knew off the top of his head another random word for currency. Right? That's just, like, he's just built like that. He's built, like, in weird words. He probably reads and shit. Yeah. No, he's smart as fuck, for sure. And he fucking loves WoW, and he loves leading his guild in WoW. And so it just bothers me when a lot of WoW fans are like, dude, of course devs don't play their own game. The game fucking sucks and they hate it. And it's just like, they just definitely love the game. In fact, a lot of the cool stuff that they put into the game isn't even like tasked of them. You know, like a lot of this really cool shit that ends up making it into this game is not like someone was like, hey, I'm your boss. You're here to do this job, do this thing. They just have a lot of free reign to do whatever they think is cool, and that ends up being the cool things put into the game. You could kind of only do that if you love the game. Okay. Raid skip has been moved to rank 5 and now requires Mugsy to be defeated on that difficulty was any. I've heard a lot of feedback in both directions here, that 7 weeks would be too long for certain guilds that normally clear higher difficulties, and that the possible risks it could pose to late stage mythic progression. I think what that means is you could kill Mugsy on normal a bunch of times and then just like skip all of mythic progression and go to the end with the skip. As a result, we're simply pushing this up sooner and making it more traditional style of raid skip, with the trade-off being you're only required to kill Mugsy once per difficulty rather than multiple times. This is the sort of thing we could see evolving into something more robust one day, but for the raid's renown's debut, it feels safer, more appropriate to make it close to the live raiding experience as possible. Lastly, taking the rank 8 and rank 17 spots as a result of some of the previous reward shuffling are 2 new mounts. A reminder that this renown will still be available with all of its rewards redeemable even after 11.1 is over, so non-raiders and collectors won't have to lose out on the chance to collect cosmetics found within it just because they didn't raid during the season. Yeah. Alright, someone's explaining burying the lead in the... Okay, I'm so glad you gave yourself the nerd G emote. That makes me feel a lot better. I absolutely love that. So I think the main feedback before from Dinar that was given to them was, you're giving it to us too late in the patch. I think it was like 3 months or something into the patch, which I think was like a few weeks ago. Like in season 1. And like I think everyone would tell you just from currently existing in season 1 that late that like the renown being that late wouldn't have really been very good. It needs to be earlier, would feel like it needs to be earlier. And then one big issue I had with it is I actually think Dinars shouldn't only be raid items. This was true both in the seasons when Dinars were a thing. Like if the whole like, so there's 2 things. Dinars let you buy the item, and then like an upgrade system allowed you to upgrade it to Mythic based on how many bosses you've killed or something. But you could have only ever bought raid items. And the reason it was only raid items was because the raids rotated and the dungeons didn't. So they wanted you to be able to buy your thing from any raid, even if that raid wasn't out. Totally made sense. But now, because there's no rotating raid things and you're introducing Dinars, in my opinion, one thing has to exist. It has to include Mythic Plus gear. Ideally, all Mythic Plus gear, because why not? But certainly weapons and trinkets. And maybe, like, unique items that are not just, like, regular statted pieces that are just, like, side grades, but, like, the important pieces. But, like, preferably all... Because, like... The thing is with raid gear is, like, you can just get it. Like, it drops off bosses, and there's a, like, deterministic guaranteed way. I guess it's technically not guaranteed. Like, you could do a boss an entire patch and never see an item drop. That's, like, the chances of that are unbelievably low, but, like, it definitely happens. But, like, it's just infinitely more deterministic than Mythic Plus. Like, the fact that Mythic Plus trinkets are BIS in a lot of cases especially for Mythic Plus content. But then the only way to obtain it is to roll at best a 3 out of like 90 or 3 out of 100 roll once a week for an entire season, which there are usually like what, only like 15, 20 weeks in a season, something like that. 20 maybe. So that's like, I mean, it's just insane. Like if there's anything you should create a deterministic way to obtain something, it should be involving that. Like that's just, the fact that it's been that way for that long is also very, very weird. What is it? I don't understand why they would take out mounts and items like that are rewards for playing different aspects of the game. Like, should players be rewarded just for logging into the game at a different time, but not worthy of said reward? Okay, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I might read that again, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Does anyone know what he's saying? I have no idea. I don't understand why would they take out mounts and items like that, but then there's no punctuation. Like, that are rewards in all caps for playing different aspects of the game. Why should players be rewarded just for logging into the game at a different time but not worthy of said reward? What? Yeah, okay, I still don't understand really what you're saying. Are you trying to say, like, you shouldn't get rewards for just logging into the game? You should have to earn it? But I don't know. Like, you have to think about your audience. Because, like, mounts and shit, there's a lot of people who play WoW that, like, never do any, like, hard content that just play for mounts. So why would you want to gate mounts behind hard content, except for very few of them? Because, like, you're missing your audience with how you're designing the game. Those people wouldn't... If all the content had to be earned, they wouldn't go earn them. They would just quit. What is it? Don't give it others my rewards for free when I've worked hard to get them. But, I mean, there just are rewards in the game that you don't get for free. You have to do the raid to progress the renown. Yeah, the renown is a very raid-specific thing. I think he's saying why would people that don't commit to a raid schedule get stuff while others can't do that schedule have to miss out on the rewards? I still... And what exactly are we even talking about right now? I'm so confused. It's okay. Maybe I'm just dumb. That's okay. Are you talking about, like, the specific, like, which difficulty you need to kill Mugsy on? Like, what are we even talking about right now? Are we just talking, like, general reward philosophy? Because that's, like, a little bit muddier, but I'll get into it with you if you want. I'll fucking... Guys, I'll yap about just about anything. I'll keep it a buck with you. If you give me something to yap about, I'm just gonna do it. You know what I mean? I might just fuck around and do it. What boss number is Mugsy? Mugsy is the second to last boss. Which, if you guys have been paying attention to, like, Mugsy testing, they did make some changes to the boss again recently in an update. So if you guys saw, there was like there was like 2 sets of jails in the mug phase that each gave you 2 jails, but now the last testing they only had 1 thing of jail spawn, but it was only 1 per phase, and now they buffed it back up to 4 total jails per cast, which you would widely assume is just only going to be 1 per phase, which I think makes the fight make a little bit more damage, and they clarified some things. Also, the mines now can't be infinitely CC'd. They like reach 100 energy at one point, become CC immune, and become fast as fuck. Should be fun. I'm actually, like, the more I'm thinking about Mugsy, the more I'm, like, pretty sure it's going to be cool. The last phase is really cool. It's just slow, but, like, I don't know. After seeing Tindril, where we got Tindril really low on testing, and then, like, just seeing what they did to Tindril on live, if you ever do a phase on testing and it feels slow, and it's a second to last boss, I think it's just a fair enough assumption that it's just, like, definitely not going to look like that when it goes live. Like, it's going to be pretty fucking real. Also, one thing that's kind of cool about Gallywix is they're doing the Gul'dan thing where Gallywix or like Gul'dan on Heroic had a P1, a P2, and a P3, but then Gul'dan on Mythic was like, you started in Heroic's P2 very briefly, and then you spent like 60% of the rest of the fight in P3, but then it had like a Mythic only phase that kind of everyone knew was going to happen, but didn't officially know. Gallywix kind of looks like that. Like Gallywix has like P1, P2, and P3 in Heroic. And then in Mythic, right now the Dungeon Journal's like really unclear, but it basically only has him starting in P3 and the boss is mobile, which could be a majority of the boss, but it like I think definitely is lending itself towards now. There's a lot of data mining involved in, so just a little bit of information. Every Mythic phase that has ever been a Mythic phase, Jailer, Nazoth, Gul'dan, like anytime there's like a Mythic phase, you don't know what it looks like ahead of time, but you almost always data mine the actual mechanics. So just like every other normal like Mythic end boss, there are a bunch of random Mythic spells that you can't really tell if they are thrown out Mythic spells. Like, for example, when you're preparing for Queen Ansurek or Fyrak, you're tracking, like, these not in the Dungeon Journal data mined spells in Mythic that look really crazy. And, like, 9 out of 10 times, they are just, like, old mechanics they never took out of the journal or they never took out of the PTR. And, like, they were never intended to be on the fight and they moved past them, but they're still there. Either to throw you away or, like, to kind of throw you off as a data miner, or they are just, you know, they just, like, I moved on from that. I'm not going to delete it from the game. I'll leave it in here just in case, whatever. But also, when Mythic phases happen, usually there's more than a few of those mechanics, and you can kind of piece them together to see what they would actually do in the fight, and it kind of makes sense. So I won't really tell you how I feel specifically about Gallywix, but... oh, okay. There's also another wrinkle. So, before Plunderstorm, basically everything that's ever been in the game has been data mined before it's come out. And then Plunderstorm was completely secret and completely undata mineable until it came out, and it was this thing that no one knew about. So that proved that Blizzard actually could work on stuff and hide it at the same time. Now, we've never seen evidence of that on a raid boss, but, like, is it possible Blizzard is developing an entire Mythic phase without the mechanics being data mineable? That, at least until it goes live, they could maybe do that, like, on the actual release of the raid. Like, I'm sure it would be there. I think that's how that works. But basically what I'm saying is I think it's possible that not only does Gallywix have a Mythic phase, I think it's possible that it has, like, multiple. And I also think that would be cool. Like... I don't know. Imagine you start in P3 of Heroic, but the boss is mobile, and then there's legit like a P2 and a P3 that isn't on Heroic. That's kind of a big jump, but I think they could get away with it for one reason. Like, everyone's talked about like Dungeon Journal stuff. They're like, the best version of WoW rating is there's no Dungeon Journal when it comes out, but then like once a boss is killed on Mythic, the Dungeon Journal gets released for that boss. That way on Heroic for the first week, everyone can kind of like figure out the bosses on their own, but also you'd have the opportunity to like look at a video from a top guild killing that boss and get some information if you want it, which is basically the information economy now. But like, I don't think you could do that in Mythic because too many people do early Mythic bosses to where I think Blizzard cares more about. It's not just all about the race world first, they care about everyone in the game. But like, the reality is the end boss in week 1 and 2 is legit just for the race world first, for sure. Like 100% this is designed for us. And then it is just nerfed over time, passively and actively. So if they ever were going to do like a P2 and P3 are like fully not in the Dungeon Journal and you have to figure them out, I don't think that would affect the community in any way negatively. Because the reality is when you're finally going to pull Mythic Gallywix, there's going to be a kill video from us and Echo and Method and all these other guilds, right? And there's going to be a strat that you figure out how to do. And you having seen the Dungeon Journal before getting to that boss would have not helped you prepare for that strat whatsoever. It would have done nothing. You would have just copied a video like you always do, right? It would only be for the top guilds. Like, it would just kind of make the race world first a little bit more interesting. And I think it would make the like the people watching more involved in like the problem solving process. I think it'd be very, very fun. It would also be like a fucking really stressful doing the race world first, because you know how there's like a little bit of hesitance from both sides right now where like anytime you're doing something where you feel like you're going to give the other team information when they're sleeping, there's some times where you go dark or turn your stream off or don't show exactly what you plan on doing. Bro, can you imagine an end boss where you normally spend like 3 to 4 days on one boss where 70% of it wasn't in the Dungeon Journal? Bro, you'd be like so paranoid. Like the worst thing you could ever do is like have a really good couple of hours before you sleep and figure out and show a perfectly good strat and the other team just wakes up for it. That would legit be the biggest seesaw race of all time. But it would also be very fucking fun and I think they should do it. If Mythic was a fully different fight, it could be completely tuned separate from the heroic mechanics for average guilds. I don't really even know what you're talking about. So when they design fights, they don't design them normal and then design up, and they don't design them mythic and design down. They design heroic bosses whenever they're making their first boss, and then they dumb it down for normal and amp it up for mythic. So I don't think any mythic boss being completely different than a heroic boss would actually help you, because the original design intention is to make it a fair and good fight on heroic, which is also why, in my opinion, it's more often than not that the heroic version of the boss is the best version of the boss, right? Like if you're comparing it for what it's actually supposed to do, like Razageth being an amazing heroic boss and a bad mythic boss, right? Denathrius was a great mythic boss, but like it was one of the best heroic bosses of all time, like all time, right? Like I think if you were to, because difficulty doesn't necessarily mean quality, like something being harder doesn't automatically mean that it's good or better. So you basically have to rate everything for what it is. A heroic boss, you're rating it as a heroic boss, not a mythic boss, or else it would be rated differently. But like I think heroic bosses is what Blizzard does the best, and it's not surprising because when they make these bosses initially, they are purely made for heroic only, and then they are amplified in other directions. But I think that makes heroic a better difficulty, which is why I think the majority of the raid community, I would love to actually see numbers like this breaking this down, but I think the majority of people who interact with raids do normal at the beginning of a season, and then they work their way through heroic and get AOTC, and then they stop. This is like undercover raid leading type shit. Like you'll see those guilds 2 months, 3 months in that are doing the last boss on heroic, and that's a reasonable challenge for them, and they look forward to that. I think that is the majority of raiders, at least. I think the vast majority of raiders never go into mythic. I mean, I think numbers support that too, but I don't know. Speaking of which, did you hear the Galliwick song? All right, someone give me all the songs. Is it on Wowhead? I heard some people talking about the song. I heard of some big band music. Oh, I'd agree with that, excluding the LFR community. Oh, yeah. I was excluding LFR. Blizzard has stated that LFR is their most participated in raid mode, and that is not surprising whatsoever. But I think it's also, like, I honestly consider LFR, like, different than normal and heroic. Like, it isn't, but I consider, like, normal, heroic, and mythic, like, a designed thing, and LFR is, like, it's like you're reading a short story of the raid while kind of doing it, but it's not really doing it. Wowhead has a YouTube playlist. All right, W. Let's listen to this shit. Oh, it's the second post. All right. Music off. Check this shit out. Okay, so we'll see. Maybe let's do it in order. All right, fuck it. Let's do this. Galliwick's Combat. This is the last boss music. Okay. Dude. Just pausing this 9 seconds in. The patch isn't even out yet. I don't think there is a... You guys can challenge this if you want. I don't think there is a patch, not an expansion, a patch in WoW's history, including Throne of Thunder, that where the fight designers, the artists, the musicians, everybody hard commits to a theme, and it slaps more than this patch. It's just the way it is, man. The fucking cars, how bright and vibrant and casino-y the raid looks, all the bosses, how thematic they are. Fucking crazy. Oh shit. Oh shit. Are we stealing something right now? Oh, let's just bark. 1 second. Alright. Everyone turn on your... Do not post your bricks. You can post the brick out emote. Do not, I repeat, do not post brick. Brick bad. Brick good? No, brick bad. Yo, this shit fucking owns. We'll see if we can hear when it transitions. Wait, if there's 10 minutes, guys, this is kind of conspiracy. This is conspiracy corner for a second. Do you think this 10-minute track of Galliwick's combat music, do you think they made this with Heroic and Mythic in mind, or just Heroic? Could we determine the 3 Mythic phases and the length of them purely by the changes and when they happen in the music? We know that since Razageth, they've been like, we need to make shorter end bosses, and every end boss since then has been 10 minutes or sub 10 minutes. This is a 10-minute track. Are you fucking... Do you believe in the deep state yet? Boys. Alright, we gotta listen to this whole thing. Alright, so we're still in P1 right now. But P1 and Mythic is P3. Let's see if we can hear like an intermission or something. No, this is still P1. Could they not just loop the bits until the new phase starts? Shut up. Conspiracies oftentimes look away from the face of logic. And when it comes to your comment, we're going to do that. Shut up. Shut up. What is it? This is going to be the most loved to hated boss music of all time. Amazing. Pull 1 through 50, pull 300. This music's going to eat away at my psyche. I mean, you can just turn it off, though. Not going to lie. If you are walking into a casino boss, a casino raid, and you're fighting a casino boss that is smoking a cigar, and you hear big band music like this, and you're like, this is not what I like. I want it to be epic. You might suck. Not at the game, just like in general. Because it kind of just slaps. I mean, anything can get old, but... Okay. 2 minutes in? Intermishy? Little intermishy? Boss has a shield we gotta break? Hold on. Alright, wait. We need to go like a couple minutes in. And we need to see if we hear the Mythic phase transition, boys. We gotta fucking feel it. We gotta feel it in our bones. Okay, no, this is still the fight. Wait a second. It goes... So this could be the end of the fight on Heroic. But then... Wait, musician director guy. We have a Mythic phase we need you to compose for. What could you come up with? 2 minutes left. What do we got? What's happening? What's happening right now? You thought it was over on some encore type shit. Yup. Illidan comes out. He's playing the saxophone. He's naked. I'm feeling the vibes right now. Shit. Fucking hell yeah, dude. Illidan's playing the saxophone naked. Tenor sax. shit. Alright, how does this end? Okay. Oh, okay, okay, what's happening? Last minute of the fight. We're burning. Riku rally, some shit like that. Classic raid leader calls. Don't die here. Focus up. Lock in. Okay. Oh shit, THD just gated. Oh my god. Oh my god. 30 seconds. I'm about to jump up in my chair. Okay, this actually does fucking own though. This reminds me of Whiplash, bro. Not my tempo, bitch. Are you rushing or are you dragging? Alright, we're barking then. So we're just barking. Alright, cool. I fuck with that. We like that. Alright. We have a different one called the Incontinental Hotel. Okay. Alright, Illidan's back. This time on the drums. He's on the kit. Completely naked. Wait, Max, with there being 5 unique combat sounds for Gallywix, does that mean there are 5 unique phases? I mean, in Heroic there's 3. In Mythic, there's only like 1 plus an intermission, which does mean 2 other songs for another phase, maybe. Oh no. Oh no. Bro, give us a whole Mythic boss. Give us an entire boss, Mythic only, raw den style, no limited attempts. Never seen this guy before kind of shit. Alright, I like this. I'm gonna skip through it a little bit. Alright, I fuck with it. The Galagio. This is probably... You only go in the Galagio right before One-Armed Bandit, right? Everything else is outside of the Galagio. Oh shit, a little bass solo. Oh fuck. Okay. Okay. Oh, Illidan's back. Completely naked. Yeah, this fucking slaps. This is good shit. This is good shit. Alright. So, next one you guys told me was Drive owned. Okay. 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 Dude, I could see myself skirting around to this. Skirt. Bro, there's fucking an hour of this. I can't wait to listen to this on full blast and hit the whole album here. All right. Anyways, last one. Pirate Goblins number 3. Okay. Oh, Illidan's not in this one. I'm a sucker for a good violin. This is a fiddle, dummy. And before someone's like, that's the same thing. right, cool. I fuck with it. Music's sick. I have been playing WoW with the in-game music more recently. It's just a nice vibe. I think WoW music is really underrated. I'm not a big doing fights with music kind of guy because I can't listen to music in a fight, you know? Like the entire fight, if I'm doing it, like I'm in the raid, I'm like raid leading and playing my guy, my brain is on like full fucking we're going full throttle until the boss dies. So like I can't really enjoy it. Dinar's removed and mounts added to renown. Oh my god. And how long did it take until the clarification post where Dinars were actually coming back? It was only 30 minutes. Okay, so like an hour and a half, an hour and 20 minutes transpired while this Wowhead post was up saying that Dinars were removed before they clarified that they weren't going to be removed. So naturally, as a well-adjusted civilian here, we're going to read the Wowhead comments that people posted before knowing they actually weren't gone. Why? I'm sure this will go over well. F tier change. Why? I'd rather have Dinars. Big L. What the frick? Shame. Uh-oh. This better be a partial change where you see the other part soon. Dude, Soul Cleave. Do you think Soul Cleave knew when he posted this? Because this is very, like, pre-watched energy. Because, yeah. But also, do you guys remember how I told you that when WoW PTR builds go out, I feel like the way that a lot of people interact with them is they see that everything that is, like, data mined as, like, an official announcement. But then you wonder why they do those things and then an hour later clarify, because I feel like a lot of people misunderstand what PTR builds are. Like, if you're a WoW dev guy, or girl, you are working on WoW all week on the PTR. You're just pushing shit to the PTR, trying stuff out. And there's no like, hey guys, pushing a build in a couple hours, make sure you finish up what you're doing and make it perfect. They just like cut the build. You basically see a snapshot of where they are in the week whenever they release it, and sometimes they do 2 builds in a week. And then something will get data mined halfway through a change, like this Dinar thing. They took the Dinars away from the raid patch. They've posted they're going to put them somewhere else. But a Wowhead data mine pulled the fact that they were specifically removed from the Loyalty Raid Renown patch, which prompted them on a Friday night, after work hours most likely, to post about Dinars, because the not full story was told by looking at a snapshot of the PTR at a late point in the week, rather than seeing the fully focused thing. So unless something is posted and has a dev note on it, like initially when a new build comes out, because they do that sometimes where things are like, hey, we've changed this thing, let us know about it. A lot of like the small class changes, this thing got buffed by 10% because they're removing 10% from something else, or like you're usually looking at like a half-baked idea. So I think it's probably always still worth to give feedback. But when something seems like completely crazy, it's usually because you don't know the whole story, in my opinion. But also sometimes they just do crazy shit. Love it, you know? Wowhead presents it as such, and the average person isn't going to look enough to know better. Yeah, actually true. Like, I think a lot of times when people see a Wowhead post, because Wowhead is where they get their WoW news, they don't click on this and they're like, okay, how did they figure this out? Oh, it's because they like data mine some shit. Has Blizzard posted about this yet? No. Do we know the full story? No. That doesn't matter. They read a title. How many of the people who ended up commenting here do you think even read this? How many of them do you think actually like clicked on this thing, saw the title, and they were like, and I'm mad, and they just went and fucking started commenting, right? So it's like literally Wowhead titles alone have so much impact. I mean, you saw this in plenty of cases in the past. The two that come to my mind, and one of them I mentioned recently, so I'll just briefly say it, is the one where they released a boost. So they always have like leveling boosts in an expansion after the first season, and then as every season goes on, they increase that level boost to where like you get better starting gear when you use the boost. So they introduced the boost in season 2 of Dragonflight, and then in season 3 they did the thing they always do where they just make the boost give you not season 1 gear anymore. It gives you like shitty season 2 gear or beginning of season 3 gear, but they just labeled it Raid Ready Boost. It was Blizzard introduces Raid Ready Boost, but they gave you like last gear that was worse than last tier's Mythic. It was like LFR tier gear. It was like gear you could get by logging in and killing a white mob, just some random like normal mob in a zone, right? And yeah, what is it? It was raid ready for LFR. You could queue LFR with it. Yeah, exactly. It was 424 eye level or something in season 3 of the expansion. 424, by the way, is what 3 eye levels more than what Mythic dropped in season 1, by the way. And the all of the comments were like, I can't believe Blizzard just lets you skip past the gearing process with paying money now. Now, if you play the game and you read the article and saw the eye level it gave you, you would know that they were not doing that. The only way you could have that opinion is if you just read the title and took it at face value and just got mad for no reason, which is what people did, because that's what people do. The other one was, and this is kind of an old one now, but do you guys remember when Blizzard introduced Mythic score into the game? So like what Raider IO score has always been. You remember when they implemented that into the game? It was either like late Shadowlands or maybe it was like Shadowlands or Dragonflight or something. I don't remember exactly when they did it. I feel like it was before Dragonflight. I want to, just guessing top of my head, I think it's Shadowlands when they did it. But because of that, the way you used to get Keystone Master was you used to have to get a 15 done on every single dungeon. That was it, right? Before they nerfed the key levels to where like now like a 15 would be a 5, right? And the only thing that they posted was this. Blizzard said, instead of getting Keystone Master from doing all your 15s, you will get Keystone Master by the points system instead, because we've put this point system into the game. So that's how we're going to determine getting rewards now. That's literally it. Instead of it being a flat 15s, it's just point values for what it would take to get all 15s. And then Wowhead phrased it as, you will now need twice as many dungeons to get Keystone Master, which is such a like insane way of phrasing that. And then everyone got super mad because they're like, Blizzard playtime metrics for shareholders and random shit like that. And then the patch goes live and it's literally easier to get KSM with points than it was to do the 15s. And it was just you read a title and you just get mad. It's a thing. People love doing that shit. And when those people are wrong, they always crawl back into their hate holes and pretend it never happened. Bro, I actually had a conversation with someone I just met the other day, and we were randomly talking about this. You guys know the phenomenon where a lot of the people that hate on games that they loved when they were kids, and they hate them now because they're not the same and they got so much worse and it's not what it used to be. But like, really, I think a big part of it is they just want to be a kid again, and like literally no game is going to hit you the first time it hit you when you were a kid and you saw that level of fantasy. Like, it can even be a better game, but like the feeling of being a kid interacting with it is totally different. Okay, so I think a lot of you guys are aware of this. But I never thought about this when it came to Star Wars, but this person who's not a gamer was like, dude, that sounds exactly like what people do with Star Wars. Because like when the prequels came out, all the people who like grew up that are a little bit older than us, that grew up with like 4, 5, and 6, they like revered those movies and they hated the new ones. And it's because they watched the 4, 5, and 6 when they were kids, and then they watched 1, 2, and 3 as an adult. But then they realized years and years later that like there was a lot of kids our age and younger than us that grew up with 1, 2, and 3. And even though they weren't as good of movies, it was that sense of wonder. It was you being introduced to something like that made your brain go crazy, that was super creative and unique. And to a lot of kids, 1, 2, and 3 was that for them. And it was purely because you're just a kid, you know? And like, it's just crazy cool. You look past the bad acting and some of the bad narrative stuff because you're just a kid, man, and Jar Jar Binks is cool. But like, if you're an adult, you're like, what the fuck is this? So I just had someone relate like basically so many people's entire history with Star Wars, which is it's not what it used to be. And I think so much of it just very similar to like WoW and League. And I think most things that are described by that is just a lot of people don't realize that you're just not going to be able to replicate that feeling of seeing something that cool as a kid as an adult. It's just like impossible. You've been through enough life. There's not as much wonder. You've experienced more things. Like that first time you level in WoW as a kid, like I don't think there's an experience you can have as an adult that will compare to that ever. Like no matter how good it is, it's just you can't do that. Max, you're probably underestimating drugs. Yeah. Yeah, but I've been taking some edibles to go to sleep recently. I've been fucking with some weed. I finally figured out what it feels like to be high on weed. Like I've like very recreationally, like very rarely done it. Like I'm 31. I've probably done anything weed related maybe 15 times in my entire life. And every time it was like I either did the classic, like had an edible, didn't feel anything, ate another one, and then was in absolute hell for like 3 hours. I've done that a few times, or I've just never felt anything, but I've never felt like a comfortable high ever. Until recently, and now I know the feeling. I don't know if you guys can relate to this. Any of you weed lords out there, or other very light recreational users of weed. It's the feeling of like you feel this weight in the front of your forehead. That's like when I know that weed has hit me at all, is like I've had this very conscious feeling of like a weight happening in the very, like above my nose, in between my eyes, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'm high. It's like it's a very like concise feeling. Like I know exactly what it is. What is it? My conspiracy is ADHD makes it near impossible to have a comfy buzz. I'd believe that. I recently got that 8 sleep temperature controlled mattress cover, and it's been a game changer for my sleep. Yeah, yeah, I've had 8 sleep forever. Highly recommend it. I remember the first time I brought that up and I said I bought this product and I thought it was really cool, and I wasn't even paid to like talk about it. I was just like, I want to tell you guys about it because I got it and I think it's cool. And then you guys saw the price of it and you were like, yeah, you fucking rich idiot fucking bitch. I can't buy that. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Like, come on, man. It's just, if there's something worth investing in too, I think investing in your sleep, or like just anything you do for, like, you sleep 6 to 8 hours a day, right? So like that's a lot of your day. Investing in something that makes that better is a very good investment. Same thing for like a chair. If you're in your chair for like 10 plus hours a day, that's probably a good sign to where you should invest in a really good chair, right? It's part of your health. Hashtag not an ad. Yeah, this is not an ad. I'm not telling you to buy anything. I've been getting great, great, great sleep recently, which is very good. I'm very happy. I sleep 4 to 6 hours a day. I don't know if that's healthy, but I haven't died yet. I mean, some people just sleep like as much as they can, you know? But like I sleep a lot because I don't have a lot of obligations. But like if I had to get up for a job every day, I would probably sleep less. It's like you can kind of just sleep as much as you can, you know? I have done a lot of research on sleep though. Basically, every person that works in sleep, or I've watched a YouTube video where there's some expert talking about sleep, every single one of them will tell you that the myth that like some people are like, I can get 5 or 6 hours of sleep and I'm fine. That is like turbo fake news. The reality is you're just not getting as much sleep as you need, but you're still able to operate. But it's like not it's not a human thing to get like 5 hours of sleep and that be enough for you. That's just not how that works. But I also, at the same time, really appreciate a good makeup, like when you just make some shit up. So I'm not even mad if you're doing that too. Gotta just make shit up. Oh, dude, Plunderstorm's still alive. Kind of sounds fun. Do that in a little bit. Have you played any Plunderstorm since the tourney? Yeah, I played it like 3 or 4 days ago. I was just like bored. I just queued Plunderstorm for a couple hours while I was waiting to go to hockey. I do enjoy me a Plunderstorm. The thing is, I just don't like play a ton of games right now. I'm on like a get out, see the world, and be active phase. Max, how do you find the balance between trying to coach players that are underperforming versus cutting them out and benching them because it hinders progression? That kind of depends. So, like, when you think about coaching people through things in, like, sports, you have a linebacker coach, and you're a linebacker, and maybe your linebacker coach will give you some specific tips, and he'll watch a replay of something you did and be like, I need you to do this instead. Now, I can do that with movement, but I can't do that with playing someone's class. Like, generally speaking, if you're raiding in this guild, you are the expert of that class. So I would never coach you how to do your specific class better, because you better know better than me if you're in this guild and you're playing that class, right? There's too many classes for one person to know what every class should do. You, as the player, are the expert. But when it comes to positioning, sometimes, like, one thing I've done is I've helped people's UIs. I remember this with Birch on Halandris. Like, I noticed Birch was making a lot of mistakes with the bomb on Halandris. So we were like, man, maybe we might have to sit him because this isn't working. But then I just watched his UI for a few pulls, and I just noticed that his UI game was terrible. Like, his bomb weak aura was like completely covered by something else. He had like multiple weak auras covering the same thing, and his information being delivered to him on his screen was super messy and literally making the fight harder for him. So we like kind of trimmed some of that and made it make more sense, and then he ended up playing. But so there's like, you can do that. I've done that sometimes. There's times, this actually happened in the last raid, where we had a player that was like really underperforming. And I think there was some like internal conflict, like someone wasn't agreeing with someone else, like an analyst and a player or something. But for whatever it was, this player was astro tilted, and they were turbo fucking our progression on a boss. And it was like everyone noticed it, and it was like a huge problem. And we were like really wondering what to do. We're like, what do we really do about this? Because you can't like really bring in a different person for this at this exact moment. And I like just talked to the person, and I was like, look, dude, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know who's right or who's wrong, but you need to get the fuck over it and lock in right now, or we're going to lose. And to their credit, they locked the fuck in and played insane for the rest of progression. We killed the boss, and it was great. And they put whatever it was aside and played better again. But that was fucking spooky, bro. I was like, what the fuck do we do about this? I've never had a situation like this happen before in any raid. And that got completely resolved, but like that was something. Remember James one time? Like we were near the end. I think like we wiped on Rygalon, and James fucked up at the end, and he was like being really hard on himself. And I just like went over to his desk, and I was like, bro, you're the fucking best at this. There's no reason. Everyone makes mistakes, so no problem, whatever. And then he was like, all right, fuck it. And then he like got noticeably like more confident, and then we like killed the boss shortly after that. So there's like some motivational stuff I guess you have to do sometimes. And there's always constant, like after every wipe, what you don't see during the race is like everyone will be in Discord, and they will be watching my Discord stream, and on their other monitor, they're watching me like go over things from the previous poll when it's relevant. And like we're fixing small things, and I might look at someone who did something wrong, and I'm like, all right, everyone look at this, because like you could, okay, here's a perfect example. Did you guys watch Sticks, the one where you get put into a trash ball? All right, well, it randomly picks people to go and to become trash. I'll show you this. Dratnos Sticks. It's probably a YouTube video. Okay.
Sticks Bunk Junk.
Sticks Bunk Junker. All right, let's see if we can find a POV where Dratnos is a ball. Hopefully, Dratnos is a ball. He's a tank, so he should be a ball. Okay, he's pausing a lot. When are you a ball, buddy? Oh, I think right here. Okay, so he gets turned into a ball. Okay, so your job when you get the balls, you need to run over a certain amount of small trash piles, which then allows you to roll over mediums. Then you roll over mediums to get big enough to stop the bomb or run into the boss. Okay, so let's say I'm watching a VOD and someone did something wrong here. That's fine. Your best players make mistakes all the time. It happens. But what I could do is be like, everybody watch this. So like, see how this person did this thing? Here's what I want you to do instead. And I'll show them what I would rather have them do. And what you just did is saved so many wipes because realistically that player was doing their best job, but like there's something really hard to see about it. But by singling them out and showing everyone how it works, you've now just saved like 10 other people who haven't gotten this mechanic yet from learning that same lesson on their own, which would have been a bunch of wipes until they figure it out. But you can use one person's POV to teach 19 other people how something works so they don't have to fuck it up themselves. That's how like video review is fucking insane. And you can apply that to like so many things. And that is something that we do after every poll. So like when it comes to like coaching a player, you're kind of constantly coaching everyone on exactly how you want movement to be. And then also something you have to keep track of is you have to pay attention to when people naturally change it. So like if you watch our Liquid and Surek. So watch our Ansurek here. So we've on like this is poll 404 when we killed it. All right, so this lineup here, I think it's like roots. It's the second. Yeah, it's this. I think you do like this bounce, and then you land. So you have a big dot, and then it does liquefy. Okay, so right here. So we learned to make this simpler. We do a bigger boss movement. So we pull for these lines in liquefy, we pull the boss to here instead of leaving it against this like line of poison or whatever. And it's purely to give more room to spread out with these lines. So we fixed this on like pull 200. And then all of my thinking and all of our thinking was on P3 because that's what we're working on. That's what we got to do to win this race. We got to figure out P3. All right, but while you're doing that, what can happen is things that you have learned long ago, just every pull, someone starts being a little bit more relaxed with what they're doing, and then that becomes their new normal, and then everyone else reacts to it and adapts to it, and then you never even talk about it, but something you fixed 200 pulls ago becomes unfixed. So probably like 50 pulls before we killed this. See how this boss made it all the way to this corner here, or close? For whatever reason, whoever was tanking here took him like half as far, which doesn't seem that big of a deal. But then they just did it a few times, and they were like, wait, this works. I'll just keep doing this. And no one talked about it, and it just became a thing. It's not their fault. Like, this just happens all the time. But then something so small of having the boss be like 5 yards closer to that poison puddle made it a little bit harder to spread out. And we just started chaining wipes there. And it was really hard to identify why we were chaining wipes. And then I like went back and I looked at it during a break, and I was like, okay, the boss used to be here, and now it's here. Let's try to bring it back there. And then it instantly solved all the problems. So not only do you have to like fix small things as we go, but on really long bosses, you actually have to like kind of vigilantly make sure that like things aren't changing on accident from the consistent thing you figured out. Sorry, I'm just kind of fucking yapping right now about nothing, but you know what it is. I do that. Okay. So when does Plunderstorm like go? Bro, the Plunderstorm queues have got to be fucking crazy right now. He won't be doing Race to World Last. I might be. I'm like, I can't hard commit to it, but like if I can find a way to get enough work done before the race to where I can do like a 2 to 3 hour Race to World Last stream on the last day, I'll try to do it. But it's just simply if we don't have the time, or if we're behind, or if we still have to work. I can't stay up late either way, but like if we're behind for any reason, I just can't like do that. So it's very up in the air. If anything, it'll be a shorter stream. I'm waiting for double plunder drops to get my mounts. I don't know if they're going to do that. And to be honest with you, you might want to do it sooner rather than later, because I think the queues are going to start becoming harder to come by. And it takes like very little time to get all the plunder stuff. Like I think it took me 2.5 hours of playing Plunderstorm to get every single reward. Although we did do that. We did win every game in 2.5 hours. But even if you're just farming plunder and dying, it can't take more than like a couple days of queuing, maybe even less. Do you think this raid looks like it will be easier or harder than Palace based on the mechanical difficulty tuning pending? No one knows. You can't know. So like, I don't know. If you were to chart out, here, let's go to paint. I don't know why I decided to do paint for this, but I did. So let's say this is a circle, kinda. So what is like the difficulty of a raid? Is it like, okay, this, oh fuck. Is it, let's make it a thicker brush here. Let's get this shit thick as fuck. Nope, that looks stupid. I want it just to be a thicker brush. Whatever. Fuck it. Fuck it. Is it this? Okay, so bosses 1 through 8 isn't... Okay, this isn't exact, but I feel like it's kind of this. It's like boss 8. It's boss 7. It's like boss 6. Boss 5. Oh, shit. I meant to move 5 up. Fuck. It's going to annoy me that it's there, but it's fine. And then it's like 1 through 4. It maybe 1 through 4 are even smaller. But like this is like the... Is this at least somewhat representative of like how hard a raid is for you guys? Race World First, totally diffy. But like for you guys, the pull counts usually make a lot more sense by the time you get there. Seven is half as big. See, I don't know. I feel like it's really common in most tiers for a cutting edge guild. Usually the last boss and the second to last boss are like the same difficulty. Like Tindral was just as hard as Fireack, and Stone Legion Generals was just as hard as Denathrius for most guilds, and Silken Cord is just as hard as Ansarek, and you know Tindral, like it's all like most of the time I feel like the pull counts for the last two bosses are like really similar. But I mean maybe you could make the argument that it's like, what level guild are we talking about here for this scale? I don't really know. I'm kind of generalizing every guild that isn't the world first guilds, which is totally not fair and would make this very confusing. But like, I don't know, just like your average cutting edge guild, I guess. Something like that. Well, the reason I'm making it, let's just say this chart isn't exactly accurate, but can we all hopefully agree that this is like not completely wrong and like somewhat relatable? Like 70% right. Like there could be some stuff moved based on the races, but like we can all just be like, this is kind of how the difficulty is laid out. Okay, something like that. So, if that's true, then when you're asking me how hard a raid is going to be, this is why I can't answer you. Because unless I was like, just thought I'm way smarter than I am, how the fuck could I ever tell you how hard I think the last boss is going to be? We haven't even seen it on Heroic. Like, you can read the Dungeon Journal all you want, but until you see how many times these things are happening and what the lineups look like and what the boss... You know what I'm saying? Like, you just... Like, if you're trying to imply how hard a boss is going to be, you're just fucking making it up. You're just making it up, right? So, how could you know? And that's almost half of the raid's entire difficulty is purely unknown. Like, completely unknown, right? And now let's talk about boss 7, a boss we actually, or let's just say the penultimate boss, because sometimes there's not 8 bosses. The second to last boss, right? We see this one in testing, but what does that matter? We saw Stone Legion Generals in testing, completely different boss, way harder, worked way worse. It had like terrible issues with spell queuing and stuff. You see Tindral on PTR. We like basically kill that boss on PTR. We see it on live, and it's like 3 times the boss was on PTR. Just a completely different thing. Silken Court actually ended up being pretty challenging, but on testing it looked like the hardest boss of all time. So I would have told you going out of testing this is gonna be like the hardest raid ever because the second to last boss. But the thing is you know that these bosses change. They can get easier. They can get harder. Testing is not like the ideal interpretation of the boss, really. They're not done with it yet. So, and then even 5 and 6, such a huge swing there potentially based on the raid, right? 6 could be Nexus Princess. It could be 300 pulls, which it wasn't for a lot of you, but like for us, it could be Brood Twister could be there. But then also those bosses could be completely irrelevant. They could be Fate Scribe. You just simply don't know. Tuning matters so much that you basically can't like for all the raids that ended up being 2 weeks or in one reset, like no one, unless they're lying to you, like no one who does this could have told you how fast or short a boss was going to be or a raid was going to be until you do it. Because there's just simply too many variables. The amount of bosses kind of doesn't matter, because like the more bosses doesn't mean there's more bosses like this. When there's 12 bosses, you get more of these. You don't get more of these. So it doesn't really change the total time, because these bosses can die fucking instantly, right? Yeah, I don't know. I guess your question was, do you think this raid's gonna be super hard? I have been saying something recently, and I'll kind of stick to that. Historically, when Blizzard... I'll do another paint. Fuck it, we're painting today. So if this is like, you know, here were raids in 2012 and 13 in Mist of Pandaria, right? So down here, here's like the difficulty will be over here. I'm gonna end up drawing a dick. I fucking know it. But like here's like the raid bosses, right? So you have like bosses in Mop, and generally raids have just gotten like a little harder over time, all the way up until the War Within, right? But every time there's been a jump, like Tomb of Sargeras, it comes back down. You know? Anytime there's a super fucking hard raid, it's never like this. It's never, oh, raids are now just this hard, and we just keep going from this point. There's always a rebound. Anytime there's a this, there's a that. There's a reflex. There is not like, oh, Tomb of Sargeras happened and now everything is hard again. That's just not how it works. So if you view that as we've been steadily progressing, and then we got a Mirdrasil, and then we got Nerebar Palace, it's a lot more likely historically in WoW for the difficulty to kind of revert back to this than it is to continue like that. But again, I'm just making shit up. It could just not happen that way too. But that is what I think is more likely than them continuing to make, because there's been a lot of feedback. And guys, I didn't make a dick. Let's fucking go. What about the last raid of Shadowlands with Crab Boss and Anduin? Yeah. So Sepulchre's really interesting. I don't see Sepulchre as like a very, very difficult raid, even though it objectively was. Like, whether you go by the amount of time it took, or the amount of pull counts that it took, or how long the race took. On all of those metrics, it was a very, very hard raid. But it wasn't organically hard. So, like, when you do a really, really hard raid, and it's like the bosses just get crazy hard, but they're also, like, fair for you at that exact moment, and you can kill them, then it can be hard, but it, like, kind of makes sense. Sepulchre was just hard because they looked at the last couple bosses, and they were like, you need 2 legendaries for these. We're going to tune them for having 2 legendaries. And then because of that, the entire raid was crazy fucking hard, because you were doing every boss with like less eye level than intended, because the eye level or power level they intended you to kill them with was something gated by 2 weeks of time. So you were fighting every boss with the ones you were killing were supposed to be killed with 2 legendaries, and you were able to do them without them. And then Jailer literally required them. So that's why the race took that long. I think if the bosses were not tuned with that in mind, I don't think it. I mean, it's kind of like you're kind of splitting hairs, because I mean, like, that's bosses being overtuned is literally adding difficulty. So I'm kind of like, I guess, splitting hairs as to like what true difficulty is. But it didn't feel like the other way that other races are hard. It felt hard intentionally. It felt like they were intentionally adding difficulty through a tuning metric rather than just like every other raid. It just felt different than every other raid. What is it? I think the weekly buffing lets them make it really hard for you, but this Nair Bar cutting edge is much easier than Fire Rack. Yeah, I think that's the idea. I think the raid buffs have been a universal success. It makes farm way easier for every other guild that's already done, and I think the guilds near the end of Cutting Edge generally could use these buffs. And I think it's going to be even easier in future tiers because Silken Court is really unique in the fact where gear doesn't matter and power level doesn't really matter. Like it does in big chunks. Like when you log in one day and someone tells you, oh, hey, you can like burn this mechanic. You can burn and beat this mechanic set on Silken Court now. Okay, the boss just became easier. But until you hit those big thresholds of you can do this much damage now, your week to week damage increase based on the buff or the gear you're getting doesn't actually matter because it's all just like binary movement stuff. Like Silken Court is a boss designed for a stacking weekly or bi-weekly damage increase to give you the least amount of benefit possible. You just have to be good at the fight. Because that other shit just like doesn't matter. You just have to be good enough at it. Where Ansurek, that buff makes it a joke. Like the buff totally nerfs Ansurek. Most second to last bosses would also be nerfed heavily by that. Mugsy will be tremendously nerfed by the stacking raid buff. Galliwex, I can't really tell you, I haven't seen it yet, but like Mugsy is not like Silken Court in that way. Like doing more damage on Mugsy is going to be fucking insane. You're going to kill the goons faster, and you're going to see the last phase with more room available because you haven't had to do as many P1 phases. It's just objectively good. So I think it'll be even better in the future is basically my point. What is it? Silken Court felt harder than Queen, at least for my guild. Well, yeah, it's because of that, right? It's the same reason. Like basically depending on when, like Ansurek is harder than Silken Court. It just is a harder fight. The difference is the stacking raid buff makes Ansurek way easier, and it doesn't really make Silken Court way easier. So Ansurek was a harder fight, but it was just naturally nerfed by the stacking raid buff, where Silken Court basically wasn't. Do you think Blizzard will do another Silken Court mechanic-like feature in the future? Is that a meme? Okay, well, I don't know if you're memeing or not. The meme would be you know that there's a boss in this next raid that is literally Silken Court. The Silken Court mechanic. The non-meme would be, I guess I'll inform you that there is a boss in the next raid that is literally doing... It's not necessarily the Silken Court mechanic, though, right? Like, Razageth did it. That old-ass Naxxramas boss did it. Right? The whole, like, half the raid gets a certain polarization or color or something, and you have to interact in some way with that. Right? That's not super uncommon. Thundering was kind of like that. Do you think they ever over or undertune whole raids unintentionally? Yeah. Yes. I think Aberrus was, in quotes, undertuned unintentionally. Because I don't think it had anything to do with the tuning of the raids itself. It had to do with how much more gear. So, in a week 1 of any patch, the Race to World First Guilds and basically every raid for the past, like, 4 or 5 years have about the same eye level. It changed a little bit with crests. Like, now compared to before, it's a little higher than before. But the first time they released crests, they like overshot it. Like you got way too much gear way too fast to where we had about 6 more eye level than we normally do in the week 1 of any raid. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten 6 eye levels all in one jump before as an entire raid. Probably never. But that's a fucking massive power increase. Like insane. And that is what we progressed Aberrus with. So a lot of people would tell you that like Aberrus was undertuned. And it's possible that it was. But one thing that... especially if you consider that like the gear you have and how hard the boss is tuned should be like the same. They should follow each other, and maybe they weren't able to follow how much gear we had. But I think they undertuned Aberrus on accident because I genuinely don't think that they thought we would have that much gear. how is Blizzard to prepare for the amount of gear we can get with splits in a system they've never tried before? They have no idea how much we can do something like that, because even we don't, right? Like, you get an idea, you run some numbers, but it's like some crazy fucking spreadsheet shit. And even then, let's say Blizzard's like, well, of course Blizzard can do that, because they're going to see your damage on Rashok, and then they can tell how much single target you can do. Oh, really? Because we did Rashok before sending any upgrades. Oh, so you finally sent upgrades, and you're doing Skarn. It's not pure... Oh, or Magmarax, maybe. You're doing Magmarax. Of course they know how much damage you did. We still haven't sent every upgrade on Magmarax, and even then, our main players haven't even had any time to do Mythic Plus yet. So then they're tuning for these metrics of, like, whenever we're done with gear, but they don't actually know when we're done, and we're typically not done till the end of the week. So, Max, have you consoled Peekaboo over his death that you just found out about now that I said this? Yeah, I did just find out. So no, I haven't consoled him. I have no idea what happened. Do you prefer Heroic Week or straight into Mythic? I'm torn. So a Heroic Week just means you're going to get a better Mythic raid without question. So I usually tend towards that. But if they did Heroic Weeks every tier, there would be players in our guild who couldn't take that much time off work, because you basically have to take off an extra week every raid. So that wouldn't be good. Also, for me, very selfishly, I play hockey every night. I love playing hockey. And if you guys have ever played like a really heavy, intense cardiovascular sport before consistently, you'll know how quickly you can lose it. Like your cardiovascular shape. So like if I go to a race for an entire Heroic Week with no hockey and then a week and a half of Mythic, by the time I play hockey again, I would have lost all of my conditioning. Or at least that's what it feels like. And that makes me feel terrible. So if we have a simultaneous release, I only take like a week and a half off of hockey instead of 2.5 weeks, and then I'm like more in shape when I come back. But also giving my body enough time to heal. Max, hey Max, we killed Silk in last raid, and I'm gonna start Queen progression next raid. Do you have any tips for me? I am heal. Nah, just like do it. The fight. You play every night? I play every night, yeah. Well, 1 or 2 games a night. I am in insane shape right now. Like, crazy, crazy shape. I want to see how much body fat percentage I am right now, because I'm pretty sure it's fucking insane. Because whenever I'm, like, in really good shape, I still have, like, a little pouch on, like, the bottom of my belly. But, like, even that's not even there right now. Just literally fucking absolutely jacked. Take your shirt off. I won't be can you get banned for that? I think there used to be some rule on Twitch where like if you were ever going to stream shirtless, you had to start with your shirt off. Like you can't take it off. Like the act of taking it off is banned. Some shit like that. At Max, Anthony Davis left the Mavs game with a non-contact injury. Get owned. That's why they call them street shoes or street clothes, whatever. Same reason the brick guy got banned? Yep. Dude. Have we all collectively forgotten that that actually happened? Maybe some of you guys don't know that that happened. Guys, someone in WoW killed a raid boss in the world first race. Like world like 10th or something. Like it wasn't a world first kill. And they killed a non-end boss. And they were so hyped about the non-end boss, they stood up, ripped their shirt off, and they were bricked as fuck. They had a massive erection. And they, like, were, like, leaning back, fucking showing that shit. Like, that actually fucking happened, man. Brick guy. Just a crazy moment in history. Imagine he starts helicoptering that shit. Bro, I was messing with my girlfriend the other day. I told her that's what guys do when they, like, when they see one of their friends they haven't seen in a long time. They just look at each other in the distance, make full eye contact, and just helicopter that shit. And then just go on with their day. It's like a greeting. Wouldn't that be fucking hilarious if that's what humans did, though? Like, you see your friend, and instead of, like, being really excited and running towards them and hugging, you just, like, drop your pants, hold complete eye contact, and helicopter. That would be insane. There's got to be an alternate reality where that happens. Or does it happen now, and you guys just don't know it? You know what I didn't get? So, during the Amirdrasil race, I watched the full clip of the bricked up guy on my stream with like 60,000 viewers. And the guy who actually did it got banned because of the clip. But then I showed the clip multiple times to like 100 times the amount of people, and I didn't get punished. That doesn't make any sense. Dude, I wonder what bosses are going to be hard in this new raid. Like, what's the, like, I'm just trying to imagine if it's going to be like last raid, an 8-boss raid, but we're on Sprocketmonger for 120 pulls, just like we were Brood Twister, and One-Armed Bandit is 300 pulls. Like, I can see Mugsy being 200 pulls, maybe. I could see, actually, I mean, I don't know. Then Gallywix is the last boss, who knows, but I just feel like if you were to take a bet and say an 8-boss raid will never be as hard as Narrowbar Palace in WoW's history, at least relative to the current player's skill level, because obviously that's always increasing, as well as like a little bit of raid difficulty every raid, I don't think it'll ever be as hard. Like, for there to be 8 bosses and have that many of them be 100 plus pulls is kind of insane. Mugsy looks rough. The last testing of Mugsy was pretty easy. But then they also buffed it afterwards. But also, like, a boss being easy on testing, like, literally, like, we have seen 2 things happen in back-to-back raids. We have seen Tindril be one of the easiest second-to-last boss testings of all time, and it ended up being probably the hardest second-to-last boss of all time. And then we saw Silken Court be easily the hardest testing boss of all time, ever. Harder than any boss ever on testing Silken Court. And then it ended up being a, like, relatively easy second-to-last boss, at least in the race. So, like, you just don't know, man. You just don't know. Halandris was easy on testing? Bro, not only was Halandris... Okay, Halandris actually wasn't easy on Mythic testing. But Halandris... It's important to note that Halandris was a completely different boss on testing. It had Odin runes. It's literally a completely different fight. The things on the edge of the room were... The boss started with an 80% damage reduction, and you had to kill these batteries to do damage to him. It was a completely different fight. Are there any weird private auras this go, or only YOLO ones? The private auras seem to make sense in this raid. They're not, like, super annoying, just like they were last raid. Krispy Kreme Donut is giving out a free glazed donut today because the PlayStation Network has been down all weekend. Wait, what? That's actually a big deal.
Did you guys see recently that Microsoft announced that like they're no longer gonna have Xbox exclusives be exclusive to Xbox, or at least for not nearly as long? That's kind of insane. It's kind of marking an end to the console wars. Although I think PlayStation's been like beating the shit out of Xbox for a while in the console wars. I know a lot of you guys don't care about this because you're like PC gamers usually, and you're like above that console shit. That's some old school stuff, but yeah, it'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool to have more although like Xbox games have been on PC anyway usually. I remember when COD versus Battlefield was a thing. Bro, I feel like Battlefield was always a better game than Call of Duty. But like I feel like Call of Duty succeeded at being the more basic shooter, and that's like what people actually want. Like I had more fun in, was it Battlefield 4? Yeah, bro. Bro, I had more fun in Battlefield 4 than I've ever had in any COD game combined. That shit was goated. COD mastered appealing to console players. Yeah, and that's, at least in the American market, that's the gaming market, man. Console players. Those are like Diablo. I think it'll blow your mind how well Diablo 4 will do with console normies, because like you guys don't usually interact with them, but like that's the market they're going for, bro. Like I have so many friends at hockey that like play games regularly, and they would have never heard of something like Path of Exile, but they're like, oh yeah, bro, Diablo's sick, and they're just like on their couch with a controller just like fucking killing demons with the worst build ever. Just like, it doesn't even matter. Marvel Rivals is really big with casual console players right now. Marvel Rivals is big in everything. It's like, it's big with kids. It's big with consoles. It's big on Twitch. It's hit like every market really. It's pretty good. The thing is I don't think Marvel Rivals currently is actually any better than like when Overwatch was good. But Overwatch like kind of did that to itself, you know? But I think it's a good way to get more people invested into the Overwatch style gameplay, because they basically just took really marketable Marvel heroes that everyone knows now, and they just made that Overwatch instead of random characters that people would have to get used to, which I think made it more marketable. I wonder how much they paid for the rights for that, because whatever it was worth it. And it's free to play. Oh, that's huge. Yeah. Yeah, free to play is massive. I mean, I've played a few. I probably played like 10 hours of Marvel Rivals total or something. It's been great. I've had a lot of fun. I was playing as Psylocke because I played a ton of Tracer. I think Tracer is like my ideal like Overwatch style game character. Very squishy. You can make plays fast. That's really fun for me. And they have a couple ones in that game. Psylocke kind of feels like that. Star-Lord kind of feels like that. But even just like the basic shooters in that feel pretty fun. Max, do you feel well rested and ready for the tier? Ready to stream 14 hours a day again for a bit? I mean, I don't know if you're ever ready for that until you do it. But you know what someone brought up the other stream? This is going to be the 12th time I've done the race. So like old year till now, there's been 11 races. That blew my fucking mind. I cannot believe I have done that many times. I would have, if you asked me and you made me answer in 2 seconds and I couldn't think about it, and you asked me how many races I've done, I would have blurted out something like 7. Just top of my head. I can't believe it. I actually cannot believe that we've done it that many times. But you're still having fun? Oh, yeah. Like, dude, doing the race when you're at the event with all your boys, the lead up to it, the testing cycle, all the thinking. Yeah, all that shit's the best. The only thing I don't like about the race is splits. Splits is like fucking pure misery, especially for me, because I do like the first day of splits, and then I spend the next 2 days purely like game planning Mythic based on new information because I no longer am relevant to splits. So I'm just there for 2 days doing 6 hours of work and I just can't do anything. So that's just ADHD hell. But when that's over and before that, it's great. Max, what's the hardest boss that you killed without having it completely solved 100 to 0? The hardest boss we killed... I mean, I don't know if we've ever completely solved any boss, because you never get to a point to completely solve a boss. So I would just stop you right there and just say that I don't know if we've ever completely solved a boss. Because, like, the way that progression works is, like, you come to a conclusion on how to do something, a solution, and then you just do that, and then now you're working on the next thing. But like you don't make sure what you're doing is absolutely perfect a lot of the times because you only have limited brain power, and the brain power is on figuring out the next completely unsolved problem rather than perfecting the one you've already came up with for something else. So I feel like, which is also why I encourage guilds to like do their own strategizing, because it's totally normal for someone to like see a full strat of ours and then be like, okay, well, now we know everything to do on this fight, but like, I think we could do this part better. You're probably right. Like, I don't think everything we do is perfect. Like, there's absolutely ways to improve on everything we do. So I'll just answer your question like that. I don't think we've ever completely solved a boss. But I think maybe the question you're trying to ask is like, like, what is the boss you've killed that you felt the least confident about how much you've have it figured out? Drestigath. Drestigath for sure. Nyalotha boss. It took every other guild in the race world first 70 pulls to kill it. And we killed it in 16 attempts. And we completely YOLO'd it and did not know how the fight worked. We just like fucking just figured it out. And then like hilariously, we had a talk with Roger Brown on the stream one time about that race, and he was like, yeah, we had like a trial of ours who was a mage, like completely mirror all of your movements and like have it ready for us when we get to the boss after we killed Raden. And we tried doing your strat for like 40 pulls until we realized it made no sense, and then like had to start from zero and go over and figure our own thing out because they were copying something that was completely YOLO'd, right? It didn't make sense. So like trying to religiously do the things we do didn't make sense because we didn't do them on purpose, you know? So definitely the answer to that is that fight, if there would be any. Growl has been an MC for 6 hours. They are just now almost kind of maybe pulling rag. Wait, what's going on with that? So what is a Yummy 5 TV? What is the drafted to perish with Miskiff raid? Okay, I don't know anything about what's going on with that title. That's W. Wait, the fucking Great Push is live right now. I had no clue. Woo! Love that. Max, good answer. From a viewer perspective, it always seems like you have a fight completely solved before you kill it, especially end bosses. So interesting to hear that's not the case. No, I mean, WoW, there's too many variables in World of Warcraft in a 20-person raid on bosses that are this hard for anyone, no matter how like confident or maybe arrogant you could possibly be. There is no way you could ever imply that like you have a boss completely figured out. I don't think there's probably been a boss in WoW's history that has been completely figured out by the entire WoW community, by the way. Like, I bet you could go back to every boss ever, and if you put the smartest people ever to come up with a better strat for that fight, I bet they could do it right now, even after years. It's just too hard. What is Dorky linking me right now? What is this? Patch notes per spec. Patch note lines since Dragonflight Season 2. Well, that's a very specific time to post that. I would probably do this from the beginning of Dragonflight. Maybe, I mean, because like Holy Paladins and they were like reworked in this patch. But yeah, Holy Paladins have gotten like hella changes. And if I remember, like Holy Paladins aren't... I mean, I don't even know what this means because like number of patch note lines doesn't mean quality. Like the class that I've seen the most complaints from actually on this very day, February 8th, has been from multiple Holy Paladins. And they have the most lines here. So this isn't a good thing. You know? Like, there's classes that are probably in a great spot right now that have, like, very little, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's not true. Roll, DPS. Oh, look at the tank. Yeah, I mean, tank changes. This is kind of how it's always been. But also, this is... I mean, if anyone ever feels like they as tanks, they as healers get, like, less attention based on their role, doesn't this chart kind of show the breakdown of how many healers and tanks there are in PvE? Like in a dungeon, no, but if you include raiding, there's 2 tanks and 4 healers, generally speaking. So there's about twice as many healers as there are tanks, maybe a little more. Maybe in 30-man raids, sometimes there's 6 healers and 2 tanks, and then the other half are DPS. And the other ones are all specs, so they just include everything. But, I mean, this, like, almost is entirely the breakdown of what your raid looks like. There's also way less specs. But also that also lines up with... If there were just as many tank specs as DPS specs, that wouldn't really make a lot of sense, because there's way less spots for tanks, you know? It all goes together. Yeah, dude, these shadow notes are probably... How many of these lines of text were about Psychic Link alone? Is there anything... So, is there anything you guys are reading from this where, like, you read this and you're like, ah... Now something I've thought previously makes sense. Because I'm like looking at this breakdown and I'm looking at these lines and nothing here... Like this chart seems insignificant. Like I expected to open this chart and be like, oh, but like... I'm not having that... It all just seems like what I'd expect, I guess. Brewmaster getting no love. But again, I don't think... amount of posts means love. It could mean more things are wrong and need fixing. Right? I don't know if you were to look at all of the ones that are like low here and be like, these classes are in shambles. I don't know if that's true. There are classes with the most that are in shambles. You know? Like, do you remember in the Shadowlands... Maybe no one will remember this except for me, by the way. But like in the Shadowlands beta, everyone was talking about like how many posts hunters were getting. Like literally every week hunters were getting updates and they were so happy. And other classes are like, where's my updates? And then the expansion went live, and like hunters were like super problematic. Or no, it was Dragonflight with the new talent trees. Like hunters were super problematic, and other classes who got like no notes were great. Like they got 1 post in 2 months and it was perfect. You know, like the amount of lines is like almost irrelevant. Someone in YouTube chat, Guzzy the Goose, says, true. My ex posted about me every day, but it turns out she never loved me. So true. Crazy that geese relationships are mirror human ones so much. What do geese post on? Like actual posts? They honk? They honk at each other? Shit. Shit, bro. Bro. Geese post on X, the everything app. There's like this dark, like the dark web, but it's like the dark side of X, and no one else sees it, and it's just like this geese algorithm. I could believe it. Max, how do you stay calm while steaming? Do you mean streaming? Or maybe you mean steaming. Um I don't know when I've steamed. Do you mean like so mad that you were steaming and then you're calm when you're steaming? I don't know. Sometimes when I'm steaming, I'm not calm. I get pretty mad like most people. Unless you're talking about steaming like a steam room. You guys ever been to a steam room? Not a fan. Big fan of saunas. But steam rooms, it's just like kind of hard to breathe in there for seemingly no real benefit. I don't quite understand it. What's the difference? Well, a sauna is like much hotter than a steam room, so you end up sweating a lot. But a steam room's like not as hot. There's just like an insane amount of steam in there to where you can't even see like 2 feet in front of you. I don't like it. I've only done it once, but I was not a fan. I was like, why would you even do this? Hey, Max, how do you feel about DH the next raid? I don't know. I mean, I feel like the fact that DH's toolkit now naturally throws glaives again makes me feel like they would be a cleave monster on any, like, small target cleave consistently. Like, regardless of what numbers look like right now. All I'll say is everyone is always down on Havoc going into basically every raid. Like, they always underperform on sims and damage testings and all that stuff. And then they always end up being good for a few reasons. Number one, on damage testing, they lose damage on target dummies because their hitbox is smaller than every boss. So when you fell rush and stuff, you just lose uptime. They also have the best uptime of any melee on a typical raid boss. And they have the movement abilities to support that. They're very tanky and they rarely die. Darkness is good. But I don't know, when was the last time it was correct to not play a Havoc Demon Hunter and to play a Vengeance Demon Hunter instead? In raid. Was it Castle Nathria? Was Castle Nathria the last time you did that? I mean, that was almost 5 years ago. That was more than 5 years ago. Right? It was in December 2019. Is that right? So yeah. Castle Nathria was 2020 December. Okay, so 4 years ago. More than 4 years ago. New dog? Yeah, girlfriend's dog. I can let you say hi to Edna. Edna, do you want to say hi to the people? She was a little shy earlier. Edna dog. Oh, that's a Reptar dog. Hi, Reptar baby. Hi, buddy. He's such a good boy. Hi, Reptar. Such a sweet boy. Oh, Edna has a little toy she's playing with. Edna's doing the... That's Edna. She's a dog. I started in Dragonflight. You guys are old. Bro, I have so much respect for anyone who starts WoW like after Shadowlands, especially on their own. Like they didn't get into it with a group of friends and they fell in love with the game at endgame and started, because like I truly think that like WoW endgame PvE is completely unique and better than every other game that does it. I think it's currently like the best game available for group raiding, if that's something you like. But like, to get to that point, like, bro, people talk about in PoE 1 you have to get to maps to like truly love the game, and it's like, yeah, if you don't get to maps you'll quit, but like if you get there they got you, bro. Like, I think it's way easier to get to maps in PoE as someone who's never done that than it is to like get into WoW by yourself. Like, getting through the leveling journey on your own, hitting max level, and actually getting to the point where you can know enough about your class to actually enjoy any kind of raiding or dungeoning. That's like so impressive, because I don't think WoW makes that easy on you at all. Even though WoW's product, retail WoW's product at the end is like literally the GOAT, to get there, to even enjoy it, requires so much information and practice that most people would never make it. When are you going to try PoE, Max? I did. I tried PoE, never got into it. Tried PoE 2, was even more bored. I just don't think PoE is my thing. Do some party degen play with Exile and Ben? No, I've played PoE with Ben before. It doesn't matter. Like, that doesn't make it any better. Like if you're not into a game, playing with a speedrunner of it isn't going to make it any better, you know? It's not that I don't really understand the game. I just don't find it fun. You guys ever played a game and you're like, this isn't very fun? That's the feeling. By the way, have you guys tried Civ 7? I've heard a lot of really negative opinions on it, but I played it for like 30 minutes and it seemed like okay. By the way, I want to play a plunder game before heading off. Exile's been spamming Civ 7. Yeah, Civilization is such a weird game series where, like, they have this rotating thing where every time a new version of the game comes out, people hate it, and then eventually it's really well liked. And I haven't played it enough to know if that's because it takes a long time for the games to become good, or if there's, like, some innate, like, being very used to a specific UI and having it changed at all, even if it's better, or even a different take on something that's good, I guess, can just make you dislike something, right? Because it's just you're used to this thing. But like, if they released a new game with the exact same UI, I don't know, a lot of people probably wouldn't like that. It's probably a mixture of both of those things. Alright, dudes, let's hit a duos game. Civ game just takes so long to play out. Yeah, I never actually play the end of Civ. I just play like the beginning parts. And for me, I'm like, I find military victory to be the only fun way to do that. Max, what's your favorite part about raid leading? Yelling at people and having them not be able to yell at you back. Holy Peekaboo talking about how he was hanging out with you. Huh? Yeah, Peekaboo's the boy. I haven't seen him in years, though. I saw him at BlizzCon, but I think the party he's talking about was in LA the year before that. What is it? Civ 7 is extremely scuffed. The gameplay elements and the UI is a big step backwards. It's sad since Civ 6 was great. Okay, so I hear you, and I'm not saying you're wrong. You're totally right. Please don't take this as me saying what you're saying is wrong. But I'm just going to point out that what you just said about Civ 7 is what I saw everyone say about Civ 6, except you just replace Civ 7 with Civ 6 in your message and Civ 6 with Civ 5, and they said the same thing. And I don't remember what it was like before that point, but I'm guessing it was probably the same with Civ 5 and Civ 4. Like, it just kind of happens with Civ games. Like, people end up loving them, but they just fucking hate them when they're new. And again, that may not be because you're wrong. Like, maybe when they come out, they are really bad. Like Diablo 4, right? It came out bad. Became good. Oh, he's saying Peekaboo was talking about how he was hanging out with you. He saw Pokimane and Valkyrie and met Double Lift. Yeah, that was the... So the party Peekaboo's talking about was... There's 14 people in this and they're starting the game. Okay, this is dead. What he's talking about was the offline TV anime con party. Basically, they rented out this massive house in Westwood and just invited like everyone in the community. And there was a lot of people there. That's the one he's talking about. There's a picture I have from that. I was wearing a duck shirt. I was also like 45 pounds more than I am right now. I just picked the wrong spot. I don't know how you're supposed to land over here. I'm just going to see if there's... Oh, there's a guy there. Might go farm. No, someone landed there. Someone landed here. I'm just going to have to contest for this because I'm just in a bad spot right now. I guess I didn't pay attention where I was landing. All good. Is there anyone around me? I don't think so. All right, cool. One person left instant. Bro, there's 10 players alive with this long in the game, bro. Oh, there's someone here. That's fun. At least we can fight somebody. I wonder if I can bird him into a star bomb. That's like the only way I could do anything here. Oh, there's another... I'll just get my star bomb on CD here. Maybe I'll get a better ability. Oh, yeah. Celestial Barrage Fish with no movement to connect on the fish. Feeling like that's not good. But he's... Oh, it doesn't matter. He's going to die to my dot. Okay, he's going to die before that. W. Oh, actually, I kind of want the jump pad. I feel like that's way better. That guy was dying to NPCs. I kind of felt bad about that. High key. My level is terrible, and I've got to get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get this thing. Oh, I had the buff. That's fine. I can go right back to it. Grab a little barrel. Movement and solo when you have no abilities is sick. All right. Probably blue chest right here. Quick little rare. Little goldie. I mean, we've got a little bit of a build going here. I don't know how exactly we're going to make it work, but... All right, we've got a strange setup, and we're going to kill everyone with it. It's not looking good. We are the opposite of fast. We are slow. Someone's cleared the farm. They have a holy shield. That's a bit better than both abilities I have, even at level 1. Okay. I mean... This is pretty brutal. I'll even take the rhyme. I should go for that holy shield. Oh, there's a guy there. It's fine. I'll just fight him with this random shit that I have, and if I kill him, great. And if not, all good. Because I want to get out of this game. Oh, he fucking exchanged it for chains, bro. Come on. Are you fucking kidding me? I'll rhyme arrow it. Can I get it? He can heal, but I can't stop it. What am I looking at right now? What is... Okay, I still... Oh, he's backpedaling. Oh, nice repel, buddy. What? Does that not affect... Okay, is he gonna go for a heal? Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay, I gained speed. Oh, and stuff's respawning. Any Mr. Rare. This is all good news. All right, there's 7 players remaining. Only 4 people have died this whole game, and I've killed 2 of them. I'm the fucking executioner, bro. Did I see him drop a hog back here? Ooh. This is very good for me. Drop hog, grab this, go hog. And now we just look for abilities in the air to see if we can find a person. Oh. There's just going to be some plunder. Am I really going to use this hog to just suck up plunder? That's crazy. Oh! Oh my god. Lightning bulwark. Jesus Christ. What a find. What an amazing find. Dude, maybe it's duos. Maybe I'll just do duos with randoms. That leap might actually be pretty good. My abilities right now are trash, though. At least I'm level 8, so I could fight something. Actually, with this few people playing, everyone's abilities are going to suck, right? So having an underleveled build is fine. Or the other way around. Maybe because everyone's abilities suck, by having any build, even a bad one at high level, could mean you just, like, win the game because no one has anything. Growl about to pull rag. Okay, well, if I die, I'll check it out. Right now, I'm fucking plundering, buddy. Dude, I even have the pieces of hate follow me around, and he's not giving me shit, bro. Alright, I'll just kill him. I'll see what he has. Turn into a chest. Ooh, perp. Alright, whatever this is, perp, I'm taking it. I'm taking whatever spawns here. Oh. Fuck it. I said I would do it. It wasn't the right decision, but I said I would do it. This is not ideal, bro. I'm just gonna put traps down randomly. Where is everybody? Oh, there's a fight. Oh my god, yes. Bro, this would be so sick if there was 4 times as many players. Please, please, just give me anything, man. Oh, that is extremely good. That is, in my current situation, that is just fucking ideal, isn't it? That is fucking great. All right. So we had a guy over here. He's level 10. Want to see, ooh, Holy Shield rank over here and Hunter's Chains. Okay. Shall we fight Big Dog? Okay, blinking away. I'll get the rank then. Ooh. I could play Bottled Time. I'm going to play Bottled Time for fun. So Bottled Time with poke build is fucking broken. It's crazy. You can just spam things. This isn't quite the best abilities you'd want for it. You want like Rhyme and like, it's not Storm Archon. Okay, I'm gonna go get this thing here. You can leave a player with 25. You can leave a lobby with 25 and you go into one with 60. Oh, yeah, something probably just weird. Dude, this is just not what I want, though. I mean, it's fucking blue, though. But if you're in the last circle without Lightning Bulwark, you just lose the game. Maybe I'll just take it instead of Steel Traps. That's kind of me going back on what I was saying before, but it's kind of more fun because you can just hit people with stuff, but I can't even capitalize on it. Oh, there's a level 7. Maybe they have cool abilities. Friend. He just took damage from a raptor. He's at half health from a raptor. This guy has to die. This guy has to die right now. This person is 100%, bro. Oh, that doesn't work. This guy is literally just fucking getting his Plunderstorm shit. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, the fucking build! He has everything! Oh. Why did that person just have the best shit I've ever seen? What is going on? Okay. We're feeling good right now. Let's go fight one of the other 4 people remaining in this entire circle. Some stuff over there. I don't need any abilities. I just need to fight people. That guy got all the loot. Holy fuck. Why did that one guy, like, he had the level advantage on me. He tapped me one time and went away. Or he let me tap him, I guess. Bro, give me the build. Could be some guys over there. There was some death. You guys see anybody, by the way? Where was that one guy that tapped me? He has to still be on this side of the map. I don't think he would have been able to leave. I guess he could have, like, jump padded away. I left a jump pad over there. Bro, where is everyone in this game? I just need to lock in on somebody. Wait. Nope, that was a spider. Hey! Friend! Leap at me again. Buddy. Fucking coward. I'm chasing him down, bro. Bro, you fucking coward. Oh, you've met someone else. Double kill? Oh, man. That was good. All right, where's the last guy? Bro. Where are you? Buddy. There? Oh, yeah, there we go. They just healed. No okay. No, he used it on a fucking... Why would you use it on them? There's no way that was a 10 head bait. Literally no way. I feel bad, bro. Look how fast you can rhyme arrow in this thing, by the way. Fucking crazy. Max, do you think the Race World First will ever become more competitive than just you and Echo? I've always wondered why esports orgs like Cloud9 and others never formed guilds, but Liquid did. Well, they tried to. Liquid bought a guild that was already competitive. Cloud9 did try to do that. They were in talks with multiple orgs, or multiple teams. Same thing with G2, multiple other orgs. The reality is like a lot of people sponsored like non-Echo and Liquid for a long time, thinking they could like give a guild the resources and then they could compete, but then that kind of constantly proved to not be true, so those orgs got scared away. And basically the way the orgs look at the Race World First now is you need to own Echo or Liquid, like the guilds, or there's just not like any market share for it to be profitable or something worth buying. Now that could change. Like you could have like Method is their own org, and like Method could come back and win, and then that would be the first time that would prove in the last 11 Race World First that really that another team could win. Okay, so the best GM in the world just killed me in Plunderstorm. I'll take second. Let's go, Leica. W. Are there 80 world first players or only like 50? I don't know. There's probably like people who could be good enough, but they just need to spend time doing it. Like, how many people in the world are there right now that you could recruit that are like race to world first good? Probably like the amount of people that are in Echo and Liquid and some in Method, and then you would have like, I don't know, just a few other people probably. There's definitely players out there. It's a skill thing. It's also like a time commitment thing and having a race to world first experience thing. There's a lot of factors. For everybody in this chat's a race to world first player. W. Only the smartest and most handsome. Growl died. Oh shit. Did he? He looks alive. Unless he's on a different character. Are they starting Rag? They killed Rag? Oh, W. Love that. No deaths. What a beast. All right, full lobby. We like this a lot better. Oh shit, land there. It's dead. It took them 40 seconds after discussing for 15 minutes. That's not surprising. You should do that. Wait, where the fuck am I landing? I want to land there. 2 people are going there. 2 people are going there. 2 people are going there. 1 person's going there. I have to go here. Not great. We'll figure it out. Not awesome. All right, we have to try to scale pretty fast here. Wait, what? What a build right now. Celestial Barrage Star Bomb. This is a banger build. Only true bangers know the power of this build. There's actually a decent amount of chests here. Is it possible that this landing spot actually doesn't suck? There's a lot of chests, but not a lot of mobs. So not awesome. Ooh, purple chest. Maybe I start gravitating towards that. Someone landed here, though, so they'd be on the other side of it. They're over there. I'm currently out-leveling them. I could go for a kill. I don't have an awesome build, though. I think I'm going to go for this here. They have a way better build than me. I'm going to have to go for a heal here while they don't see me. Okay, I have to hit a star bomb on one of these guys, and I don't really have a way to guarantee it. I'm just going to, like, throw it in the middle of their mix right now. I'm just going to mix this shit up right here. Maybe Josh gets caught. Oh, yeah. Fucking Caltrops on his head. Hit him with the barrage. He goes, I have the blink as soon as he does anything. You're fucking done, kid. What did you holy shield, by the way? What is that? I'm fucking still here, buddy. You can never escape the fucking torment. Come here. You're not going to do that in my face. I'll fucking... Oh, he walked right out of it. Boys, this is tough. I let him heal all the way to full. Are you picking stuff up my face? Over your head. Dunked on. Blink. I'm going to fucking melee you through the fire whirl. You fucking little idiot. All right. I didn't mean that. All right. Did I get anything from these guys? I can get rank 4 fire whirl instead of star bomb. That's definitely better than what I have. Oh, no. He picked up the fire whirl. That's why he had it. Okay. Drop that. Holy shield celestial, I guess. I could play mana orb instead of celestial. That maybe is better. I think Celestial's, like, not as bad as people say it is. Maybe not in solos, though. Solos, not a fan. Play Mana Orb. That's fine. Alright, now what? Oh, things. Luna Prince, hello. Hello, it's me. Hello. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Oh, oh, oh. I don't even feel bad. I don't even feel bad, by the way. I was starting to sound like I feel bad. I actually don't. Are we the bad guys? Right there, we were the bad guy for sure. Thinking about going and getting that Rhyme Arrow. Back there, it's level 1, but it put me in a bad spot for a fight right now. Oh, wait, maybe Attack Gecko has a different build that I would like. That is not where I faced. Oh, that's not him, by the way. Oh, that's not good. Ooh, he stacked that shit up for me, too. Thanks, big dog. Get that plundy. Wait, I just changed something on accident. Okay. Do I go for green mana orb? Fuck. I guess it's this. But I'm not a fan. Not a fan of the build. I'd rather have Holy Shield. Would I rather have level 1 Holy Shield than Storm Archon? Yes. I just feel like having Rhyme Arrow plus Storm Archon is like having 2 Rhyme Arrows in a way. Oh. Hello. That's me. Ooh. Oh. That's not good. That's not a good combo. Buddy, this is not going to work for you. Oh, he actually hit me. That's fun. I don't have any abilities. Okay, I'll just melee that. I feel like I'm like hunting a wild animal right now. I shouldn't be doing it. This is bad. I'm like breaking the rules. He didn't have any other abilities. He only had Searing Axe. I kind of respect that. I kind of respect it. Wait, did he... Oh, was he looting and he dropped his Fade to Shadow? That's what happened. That's what happened. That's actually so funny. He was changing abilities, but he didn't know how to, like, click on them, so he dropped one of his abilities to pick up another one, and then I fought him while doing it, and he just didn't pick it up and just continued to fight me. Because there wasn't a Fade to Shadow there before. Oh, this guy has more shit than me. This is bad. This is bad. I shouldn't fight this. He has higher upgraded abilities than me. I'll do it if I have to, but not a good position. Yeah, he has a way bigger Rhyme Arrow. Yeah, this is just such a bad fight for me. How did that not break? Infinitely bad fight. He has, like, so many buttons. Oh, he picked up the barrel to chase. That's smart. I can get in this fight, then. I love watching the bully get what's coming to them. Bro, it's not that deep. Come on, please give me this. Nice. Are you doing that to close the gap? I have to get his heal. Oh, I'm gonna get fucking owned by this. Holy fuck, I just got so owned. Oh, I'm so dead, bro. I'm so dead. He's gonna heal in my fucking face, too. Maybe I can get enough space with Lightning Storm. Heal in 1 second. Oh, I missed. All right. We have other guy coming in here. Who are we fighting? Okay, they're fighting, I think. I can hit 9 here, which would help me being out-leveled by a little bit. Okay, Spurglord and this guy are absolutely going at it. I love that. Who do we care about? Spurglord is a better build. Oh, we are super afraid of Spurglord, actually. Fuck. We're going to grab this Rhyme Arrow rank. And we're going to grab this Celestial Barrage. Because it's an increase to our... That is not what I wanted. Where the fuck is it, bro? Is it under this? Was it the wrong ability? Did I just get... Oh, wait. I'm so confused. Why did my Fade to Shadow go on the ground? I'm going to die. I don't have Fade to Shadow. I'm dead. This is insane. This is so unfortunate. What? Okay. Maybe I'm crazy. I need to see what the fuck just happened just there. No, not Twitch. What the fuck happened? What is wrong with me? Okay, so I'm fighting this guy. Cool, run away, getting healthy. I get away. They start fighting again. Okay, so I go over, and I'm like, okay, I need to improve my Rhyme Arrow rank. That seems nice. Okay, so I left-click this to replace. That works. Okay, nothing else weird so far. Okay, and I'm going to grab this Celestial Barrage, which you'll see me hovering Celestial Barrage. So I carefully stay still, and then I right-click. You see the Celestial Barrage go on my bar to replace the thing correctly. But then I don't... How did my Fade to Shadow... So I left-click Celestial Barrage to replace Holy Shield. It does. I'm no longer clicking anything, and I'm just moving. My mouse is nowhere to be seen. My mouse is over here, and I still have Fade to Shadow. Oh! I clicked the loot thing by moving my mouse in this direction. How do you get rid of this? The thing on the right? How do you get rid of this, like, loot thing? Because I don't ever use this to pick anything up. I click the stuff on the ground. Okay, well, at least I know why it happened now. Oh, it's a lobby with 15 people. I'll give it a few seconds to fill up, and if it doesn't, we just got to make a new one. Yep, we requeue. If you ever get into a game with like 15 people, I think it's bugged. I'll probably only play like a few more games, maybe. I don't know. There's not that many people playing. Well, there's probably not that many people playing in general, but there's more than 15. Like when you queue into a game, sometimes it's 60 and it's like filled to the brim, and sometimes you have 15 and it never adds any more players. It's weird. What is this? 15? Oh no, is it the same one? Bro, I'm not queuing a game with 14 people. Maybe duos? Let's do a random duo. Oh, trios could be fun too. Undercover raid lead has been too long. I know, man. I know. Guys, I promise you, being like, Max, you should do this thing that you're not doing. That does not make me want to do it more. But I do understand that you're just expressing that you really enjoy it and wish I did it, which I appreciate. Your MMR may be too high. I keep getting full lobbies. You think that's a thing? Like, at a certain point, MMR only makes sense if a lot of people are queuing to kind of separate them, but if less people are queuing, you kind of got to just throw that out the window, you know? Like, usually MMR, like, tries to separate if there's an overflow. But if there's not, there shouldn't be, like, a hard cutoff where it won't put you in game with people who have low MMR. Like, and I think there's a good way to prove that. Did you guys see some of those people I fought in the last game? Those people were not the same MMR as me. Like, there's no fucking way. There's no way. I felt like I was toying with my food. I was fighting people who don't play this game to kill other people. Alright, queued him with a random duo. Alright, who's my friend here? Oh, I don't have one. Oh, Kara. Hello, friend. Hello. Friend. How did you learn how to whistle? I don't know, just like doing it. I feel like you just gotta do shit sometimes. You know what I mean? Dude, let's land in the old spot. Let's land in the old spot, baby. This guy said howdy. Alright, guys, I will defend Kara with my entire life. I will not let anything bad happen to Kara. If I can help it. Wait, are they on the bird or me? Oh, no, they're on the bird. Ping. Ping. No, they don't realize they have the bird. No, please go to my spot. Yeah. No, there's simply pings. There's pings. Kara, please. No, Kara. We're so late to go here. Kara, no. Kara, please. You have to hit an enemy so we get loot. Okay, fuck it. You can have that. You can have that button. You're good. Let's go. We gotta get caught up. All good, Kara. Stay big. Dude, Kara is such a fucking monster. All right, we're still level 1, by the way. This is a really, really bad fact. But a fact nonetheless. Okay, we're level 2. And an uppie. All right, we got to keep leveling. We're so far behind, by the way. We need to go out this way and hope no one landed in our spot. It appears no one landed in our spot. I'm going to barrel towards it. And if someone did actually land here, I'm in danger. There's usually a rare down here. The fact that there isn't is concerning. Oh, okay. Sorry, I kind of fucked your star bomb, buddy. Okay, we just gotta fight them, bro. We gotta get out of this game. We gotta fight. They're higher level than us. They're so big. Bro, little bro's casting help me right now. Both healing, okay. I have to go in for a fish. Got it? No, they're going for my friend. Damn it. Cast something, cast something. I got a resin, bro. Repelling. Go for a whirl in this guy into a fish. He has Fade to Shadow. Where'd he go? Where'd he go, bro? I'm so dead, bro. Ah, fuck. You let Kara die? I tried, bro. I feel like Kara kind of... I don't want to victim blame here, but I feel like Kara may have let themselves die. Led him to the wolves. I mean, okay, to be fair, we landed like 20 seconds after everyone else in the game because they just flew in circles. We tried to make whatever use of it we could have, you know? I will try to avenge them. Kara had a plan. What was the plan? I could have ran after Kara died, but I had to clutch it up. I got them both pretty low. The only problem was I had to fight both of them who were one level higher than me after Kara died and they were both at 90%. So that's tough. I got them both to like 20%. And then I ran out of juice. Ran out of the sauce. Happens. I forgot doing duos with randoms is actually super fun. Hey, and we're not barking, Ella. So the thing is about barking is we are not doing that right now. Like, there's no way. Wait, I got them again! This time is the charm. We gotta land a little faster, though. Just go straight down on the pings. W. Let's fucking go, Kara. Instant win right here. Instant win. Dun, 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 dun. Bam, 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 bam. All right, here we go. This is it. This is fucking it. Come on. Kara, get big. I was trying to avoid landing in the middle of people and dying. Oh, I see. Trust. Wait, I didn't actually say where we were landing. Okay, landing is here is fine. We just got to get big. Just land on anything here. Anything here is fine. On an enemy, though. All right, fuck it. That's fine. We don't even need abilities. Fuck it. We're so huge. All right, I need to get away from Kara so we can split loot if possible. So I'm going to try to run away from them while also being aware if they have any ops. Because if Kara has any ops, they are my ops. No, please don't go this way. Please don't follow me. I'm trying to group up everything. Please don't follow me. Oh, so satisfying. Except we're not a high enough level for any of it to die, but... No! No! Please, Kara, leave. Please go somewhere else. Do not farm with me. We gotta split farm. We gotta get big for the enemies later. For there will be ops. Maybe they'll get the message. They're not getting the message. That's all good. All good. We're a team. Teammates kill things as a team. Ooh, second ability. W. It's also speed. I'm so speedy. Dude, W hit. That was good shit right there. Ooh. I'll take both of those. Max, be aware your teammate's name in Arabic means poop. W. W sense of humor. I fucking love poop jokes. God damn, I love poop jokes. Alright, what's their build? They're playing Starbomb, Hunter's Chains, Earthbreaker. Okay, low-key, there's a combo in there. Like, actually, Trill played this combo for a few games, minus the Earthbreaker, and kind of fucked some people up. And this guy's basically Trill, so this should work. Oh, we're level 5, baby. We're ready to fucking go. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, the Star Bomb, baby. Oh, my God. Oh, it hit. We're good. All right. 9 squads remaining. We haven't really got any kills yet. We're just farming experience. Unfortunately, we're farming it together, so we're getting half as much. Unfortunately, we could be like level 7 by now, or 8, if we just fought different mobs at the same time, but we have a plan. We have a fucking plan. I'm gonna go. I don't want the pieces of hate. I just want this rare. Who just bird? My buddy just birded me? Yo, thanks for the bird. Oh no, I just got denied the experience from that rare because the pieces of hate killed it. Ooh, purple chest. Wow. Fuck it. Lightning Bulwark, Fade to Shadow, Holy Shield, Rhyme Arrow. Any of that? This'll be No, no, please don't die to the pieces of fate. No! The ops are here! I didn't even know! How? I have failed him again! No! I'm gonna fucking res you, buddy. Don't leave. You're up. Let's go, Kara. Get big. Get your stuff, Kara. Where'd Kara go? Over here. Get your build. He got it. He got his whole build again. All right, these guys are running away from the pieces of fate. This is very good news. Oh. Hit the guy in the back, maybe? No, piece of fate, you fucking bitch. I'm in so much danger. I'm gonna... No, dude, no. I'm dead. Fuck, dude. Fuck, 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 fuck. Come on, Kira. Hit him with the Starry Bee. We were a little under-leveled, too. I got caught in a terrible combo with no way of escaping. If the Pieces of Fate didn't come in clutch and stop my stun there, that would have maybe been good. Kara, come on. Oh, no. Yeah, nice heal, nice heal. I believe in the 1v2. Okay, well, this is, well, okay. Again, Kara. I hope I get in Kara's group again. Alright, this is officially LG. Max, Kara has died 3 times on your watch. How do you feel about this? Bro, I don't know. I need to redeem. Max, have you seen the unfortunate fallout in WoW Arena? What do you mean? Blizzard has completely stopped communicating and fixing arena issues, and it's falling apart, unfortunately. Oh. I kind of feel like it's in a state of that, like, permanently, though, right? Or do you mean, like, it's worse right now? No, it's way worse than ever right now. Oh. Alright. That sucks, I guess, is my take. I mean, to be, like, I don't know. Arena, like, kind of by default needs less communication than PvE, right? Because, like, the players against each other are the content, so it's mostly the tuning and the balance, which is in a constant state of flux in both game modes. It's impossible to be perfect for both, so they're just, like, always working on it. But then, like, I know recently in PvP, like, the addition of Solo Shuffle, like, kind of killed threes. It has, like, way more participation. Maybe so it's communication about that. Like, what communication do you want? Like, as a PvP player, what kind of communication do you feel like is missing? Like, people are like, PvP isn't fun anymore. Like, what's the complaint? Is it the queue times? Anything at all? Well, I mean, like, there has to be, like, for example, for all the PvP complaints, I could, like, itemize what they are. You know, like, I could tell you, like, what Mythic Plusers want different in Mythic Plus. I could tell you what Raiders want generally that they're not currently getting. Am I solo in a duos game right now? All right, let's fucking get it. Unless I get Kara to queue in with me right now, I'm alone. Since Halinka left, we haven't really had anyone speaking from Blizzard's PvP team. Okay, but like what? So, by the way, I'm on your side. Fuck Blizzard. Fuck. Right? I'm there. Fuck. But like what needs to be addressed is what I'm saying. Oh, read the above comment? Okay, fuck. I didn't see that you posted. My bad, bro. I should not have landed on a rare. That was so stupid. I just denied myself so much experience. I'm playing solo, so I kind of need to land here uncontested to really not get fucked. Level 3 already. Looking good. Feeling good. Hunter's Chains. Not feeling good. Rhyme Arrow. Quite good. But level 1, very bad. Rhyme Arrow is like one of the best rank 4s, but one of the worst rank 1s. You know what I mean? Like, rank 1 Rhyme Arrow in a fight, bro, like, you are... Like, I guess the only thing you can do is, like, try to stop a heal, but, like, how are you going to force a heal against someone just as good as you with only one ability? Okay, I need to pivot over here. There's usually a team that lands here. Looks like they did. They've already scooped it. And I definitely don't have a nice 1v2 build right now, you could say. Not quite. What about the farm? Farm unlooted? Let's just use some movement here aggressively to get ahead. Farm looks unlooted or shitty looted? We could play with this. I am going to need a movement speed item because I currently don't really have anything. Yeah, the farm is nice. We can take the farm here. I should go ahead and get in that shit. Bro, imagine casting a spell called Help Me. Celesti Barrage, probably need this in 1v2 scenarios, because you can just blast both of them real hard. I'm definitely way higher on Celestial Barrage after the nerf. Nothing changed. Just the initial nerf happened, and I just felt like the ability was dead, and then after time has passed, I'm like, it's fine. It's not that bad. But if I lose this game, I will blame it on the fact that it's because the ability is bad. Just so we're being transparent. I feel so bad. I told you to explain all the issues in PvP, and to my knowledge, it actually looks like you're doing that in my chat, but I'm playing a game and can't read it. So that's got to be driving you insane right now, but... Ooh, very good. Very good. Hunter's Chains there, huge, or Lightning Bulwark, huge fucking pickup. We needed that just so bad. Now, we just need something else. I don't really know what. Probably like Fade to Shadow or Fae or something with speed. Because I'm not playing... I kind of want to play Slicing Winds. I feel like Slicing Winds has to be in your build. Just because you just simply won't be fast enough. As a solo player in duos. You need so much speed. And my build is very slow right now. I could keep going up there and farm it. Oh, hey. Still rank 1, but playable. Alright, I need to start third-partying some fights. Maybe I'll kill... Oh, what a hit. That was nice by that guy. That's a good shot. That shit went so far. Was that an accident? That might have been an accident. He's so far away from me. Let me see if I can hit it. Oh, I think I just missed. Maybe I hit. I don't know. I just gave him a little friendly tap. I'm not getting gear fast enough. There's a couple of chests up here where someone didn't land. And the fact that they didn't pivot here or kill this rare means that they probably didn't even land here, which should be a bunch of free chests to loot. Guess I can get some experience on the way, too. Let me go faster here. Hit me, bird. Oh, yeah. This is hella worth it. And it's barely in, too. This is super worth it. I did not expect all of them to leash there. That was unfortunate. All right. Give me something good here. Give me something playable. Oh boy, is that something playable. All right, that's great. That was real fucking nice, actually. I feel like I hit level 10 really fast for being a solo in a duos game. Maybe they give you some kind of buff. Dude, I feel so bad for the guy who's like defending his opinions against Twitch chat and I haven't even read it yet and I asked him to post it. The guy must be turning into the Joker. Oh, few abilities. Snowdrift, bad. Repel, bad. Star... Come on. Come on. A single uppie here? I guess I'm running a pretty meta build. Maybe there wouldn't be a lot of uppies on the ground randomly. Level 10. Ooh. Little barrage. Okay, I mean, we basically just need lightning bulwark upgrades, and I can tell you right now, we're just going to get those from dead people, so. Clayton. Hello, Clayton. Why are you running away from me? There's only one of me. Ooh, hit him. Ooh, I do so much damn. Yeah, this is great for 1v2s, actually. It didn't hit me? No fucking way. All right, I'll take the pieces of hate chest, maybe. Slicing wins. I kind of wanted slicing wins. It's a go. God damn it. Bro, I'm one person. Fucking fight me. Oh. Leave me the holy shield rank, though. But then fight me after that. I'm just not fast. One problem, bro. Not fast right now. Very, very, very slow. Against some slicing wind gamers, too. Maybe I can get a little... Ooh, big hit. All right, coming in to clean this shit up. Got to be a little careful, though, because I can't really disengage really easily. Okay, Frost might be #1 target here. Might kill Frost. Frost is dead now. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I missed. No, please don't kill Frost. I want to kill Frost. No! Kill Stealer! Please tell me they have something I need. I did not hit that guy's bulwark there. Fade to Shadow rank 1? I do want that, actually.
Get moving or die trying.
Oh, please don't. Guys, don't look at me. Look at each other while I hit... Oh, I'm going to hit his bulwark. Fuck. Oh, I hit all 3 of them. Holy shit. Kind of a weak heal by me there. Oh, got his heal. Oh, fuck, I fucked up. God damn it. I got his heal, though. He's dead in like 2 seconds. Dude, no. He can go for heal again soon. Got him. Nothing I really want, but he's going to try to res his friend, so... Oh, this other guy resed a friend. Where'd this guy go? Close guy. Did he go back? Where's his friend? Did his friend turn into a bush in my face? Wait, no. I just did the thing again. I hate that. I hate this little black box on my screen. Okay, I guess if we're doing that... So much... Bro, Celestial Barrage is so goated for this. Damn it. Oh, I didn't read it? Where were you? No way I didn't read that. Two squads? Okay, I just have to hit a 1v2. Where are they? Oh, I actually shouldn't have killed that person. That was really stupid what I just did, by the way. Killing that person was an objectively bad decision. Because now I am forced in a 1v2 where my chances to win in a 1v1v2 are way higher by using the other person as a diversion. I kind of fucked up. Inexperienced, boys. What can you do? I'll try to game on these guys, though. I'm just going to get aggressive, baby. Even though I don't really have the abilities for it. Let's just fucking get it. Oh, they're a little under-leveled. That's nice. Wow, how did he not get hit by that? What's happening right now? I thought he was about to go in the gas, bro. That was crazy. Is it only one guy? That's kind of fun. No. Oh, buddy. Buddy. No way I missed that.
Get moving or die.
And then I got fucking... Bro, and then I died to a windstorm in the gas. Ain't no way. That would be insane. That would be fucking an insane end to this game. Holy shit. That would fucking be insane. I might actually die to this. I'm going to have to hit something crazy here. I think I'm dead. I think he actually won. 1%? I'm in. But if he's anywhere, I'm dead.
Well, I'll be sailor's back.
Wow, I actually won. How did he lose that?
We're done here. That's
Dude, how did I lose that? I was literally at 1 HP. Or how did he lose that? All he had to do was just sit at the edge of the circle. Maybe he, like, same situation? No, but, like, he had... Am I crazy for thinking he had, like, a huge leg up on me? Maybe he was really low. He was really low, and he had to heal, so that would have slowed him down. Let me see. Okay, so, like, this is happening. I lightning bulwark because I thought he was going to try to hit me, but I should have known he was going to run. That would have helped a lot. But, like, here I just try to, like, go for the clip, you know, try to lead him. I thought this was a good angle, but it went just in front of him, huh? Fuck. Okay. And then I blink, and I'm like, okay, I can hit him with the Holy Shield. I angle it into the wall here instead of, like, on this far side. And then I actually can't dodge his Windstorm. This was, like, a perfect play by him. I was so aggressive. Like, why am I even chasing him at this point? As soon as I miss the Holy Shield, what am I even chasing? Then him hitting him with this, I feel like I'm dead, because he doesn't have to be in the gas. He can slice out of the gas here. Oh, he sliced nowhere, didn't he? Do you think he sliced on this hill and went nowhere? That's the only thing that makes sense. He cast Slice right here. You could see him start casting Slicing Winds. I bet he sliced and went nowhere. Because if he made it even kind of close, he hasn't died yet. So he was able to start a heal. Where is he? Bro, he sliced all the way in. How did he die? He made it in. He's not dead yet. 2 squads remaining. 2 squads remaining. 2 squads remaining. He's in the gas. He's not taking damage right now. How does he die? Does he go in there? Two squads remaining still. He has not died yet. Where did he fucking go? And 0 squads remaining now. I'm so confused, actually. I have no idea where he went. Dude, Nidori! Maybe he went in the building. Yeah, I don't know. Bro, that stun he hit on me was so clutch, though. That was insane. That was so insane. All right, where does me and my duo want to land? Let's land in the quarry, buddy. Me and you in the quarry, buddy. Nidori. Oh, I have leader. Okay, I can land us. I hope he knows how to loot on his own. That's the worst thing is when you queue him with duos and then they just, like, follow you around. So you're just only one of you's farming experience, and then you're just behind. I was positive I was going to lose that game, by the way. Oh, dude, and that PvP chatter. I still didn't read what he was typing. Fucking tough look for that guy. All right, here's where I usually like landing, right here. And then we split the mine. Okay, get this. Get that. He gets the Earthbreaker. Okay, he doesn't want it. W. W shit. Okay, as much shit as I give Fire Whirl now, it is... No, please don't follow me. There's no point. You have your own stuff. No. Over there. Okay, I have to try to escape. I'm gonna have to try to use movement speed to get away from him. There's just all these mobs, and they're just like, I'm gonna follow you. Look, I killed all of them. He's literally just following me. Buddy. Bud. Come on. Come on now. Could you type it instead of ping? Nah, that'll slow me down. If I'm the only one farming experience for our team, I gotta keep it pushing. I think I'll do a slice game. I've been playing a lot of poke builds. Maybe I. God, we're gonna be so underleveled though with just me farming. You kind of need to over level and then get in fights early to have melee make sense. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, okay, liking it. Little weird slice build right now. Come on. Ooh, another golden chest. We are getting... Oh, is my buddy getting fought? No, I think he's using abilities on enemies. Please don't look at me. Fuck. Maybe he just wants an autograph? Bro, I'll hit him with the pick if he wants the pick. We used to have people run into us all the time, and they wouldn't want us to kill them. They would just be like, pick, and then we'd take a pick with them and then move along. Wouldn't even fight him. Alright, bro. Someone's gonna get hit with this, trust. It doesn't even look suspicious or anything. Toxic smack roll up there? Oh, I'm kind of feeling a little... Maybe a little toxic smack roll. I'm gonna play a melee game. I'm gonna go grab that. Drop this holy shield. Now, is this smart with a partner where you don't know their playstyle? Probably not. And I might end up dying to doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna drop this for fade. So I'm fucking fast as fuck. Wait, let me get back to my friend, just in case he gets attacked. He's very far from me. I love that, actually. I love that for him. Any enemies afoot? Ooh. Actually very good. Oh, there's a little homie. Okay. Nadori! Wait, let me hit a dance with this guy, see what happens. Oh no, he's fighting the pieces of hate. That's not a good sign. I guess most people wouldn't understand how the pieces of hate works and, like, just start hitting it. It kind of looks like you're supposed to do that. Okay. Oh, I see a fire whirl. I love the abilities that show... Okay, by the way, you guys watched that last game. Doesn't that last game that I just played make it look like Celestial Barrage is actually, like, fucking good? In duos? Like, people think it's trash, but, like, I don't know. That spell did so much fucking damage. I feel like it enabled so many of the 1v2s I did. Alright, Garage Rob. Alright, let's just get into it here. Alright, we did get into it. And we also got our shit fucking owned. Is there a new team coming in? No. Oh, I don't have any way to get out of this. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Grabbing these abilities. No, no. Oh, I'm so greedy. No, I died for it. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Come on, Nidori, finish. What is Nidori doing? No! Fight! Avenge me! Bro, I just saw the upgrades and I just died for it. No! Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Even if it means you guarantee get death, I would rather any of my partners fight to the death and die valiantly on their sword trying to avenge me than fucking wait around like this to try to res me. I fucking hate this shit. This shit makes me want to throw up. You sticking it? That guy's snowdrifting nothing. Stick it. Oh, 2 more seconds away. Get it back on the thing. Just tap it and I'm alive. All you have to do is tap it. You just gotta tap my body. Just a little tap, little tippy tap. Oh, maybe he's waiting. Maybe he knows that. And he's like, I'll get you up at a more opportune time, buddy, after I heal. Oh no, he's getting fucking smoked. Okay. Okay. Just tap my body. I'm literally you literally run over my body instead of running left and I live. Okay. Dude, they can see you through the... Dude, valiant attempt, Nidori. Oh, you could still res me. Like, this very moment. 1 second and I'm up. Okay. Alright, fuck it. I mean, I should have died anyway. Alright, we won the previous one. Alright, cool. GG's, boys. I'll see you guys when I see